Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode with us, Ginton Dice.
Who?
Exactly who?
Your mom.
Your dad?
Hi, Mom!
I don't.
He's
I don't,
dead.
I don't
No,
have
no,
a
he's
dad.
here. He's here in spirit. He's in your
Welcome
belly.
everybody. Ooh,
New belly demon.
Better like belly demon, Dad. Dad, don't.
Dad?
Sorry, as you just eat like
I
the
would have
most
thought
hot.
he'd be in my leg.
Why?
It's oddly specific.
Ew! Why there?
No. So, anyways, welcome everybody. Let's get into tonight's episode. So, where we last left off, you guys enjoyed a final kind of like a celebratory meal with Prime, who took you all out to a very fancy-ish like restaurant to her. We're kind of got to find out a little bit of information about her that she used to talk to someone, and this was where they were supposed to meet, but unfortunately he never made it as he died out in the field. But with a little bit of emotional talks and just trying to get to know a little bit more about each other, you guys separated, went back to your rooms. Lucy almost instantly, as the second night, passed out pretty quickly, as it seems like she is not used to getting close to late nights staying up. She passed out in Elisa's room with Elise kind of doing a little bit of her own thing. Clarence and Luro are asleep while Garbu tried to send a message here or there to check up on his family. So far, it seems as they are okay. And then, Aeth, you trying to understand a little bit about your sister and knowing that you think something is affecting her, maybe. That, or something might have drove her to this insane. And as you continue to try to talk to who you thought was your patron at first, come to find out was this same entity that seems to have come and go during random parts of your time. And we're going to pick right back up to where, Elise, you open the door into Aeth's room as he is just kind of sitting there.
Hello.
This isn't another one of those.
Another one of what? I heard you like talk and then you suddenly stopped talking and I was a bit confused.
Every time I try talking to you, it ends with you opening the door again, and then us going through this over and over again now. Or
Has it been multiple times
you
already?
about
It's the
4 or
first time
5
for me.
times. It keeps messing. I don't know how to describe it, but it keeps messing with my head as if it's either waking me up, well, you waking me up from my sleep, you dragging me out from under a bed, you dragging me into your room, telling me it's fine and we could talk in there, or you walking into my room to see what's going on.
Okay, this is extremely confusing.
Yes,
Did you-
yes it is.
Did you try checking yourself out? Like, you know, if there's some ooh going on.
Is there ooh going on me?
I look at you.
What would you like to do?
Your arm is made of metal and stuff. Okay, I guess that's not boo. That's just normal.
That's just normal. Yeah.
I know. When I say these things, it's like it's not really helpful. But I mean, if this keeps happening, then I'm not really sure what to do.
I I don't know. It feels like this has been happening ever since we made first contact with my sister.
Oh yeah, I remember
it-
you were doing that again. I told you that like it was probably not a good idea, but I mean, it's your choice, obviously.
No, no, I mean the entity. Do you think it's possible it might have had some sort of connection with her?
Possibly. Have I tried slapping you to see to get you out of it?
As much as I'd probably tell you not to do it, you're probably gonna slap me anyway. So I guess
Okay, so
you're.
that's
Go
not
ahead.
that's not the question. That's not the question. I didn't ask for permission. I was asking if I've done it or not.
No.
I walk up to them, bitch, slap him as hard as I can with the back of my hand.
All right. So you just walk up. Just do you first off, palm or backhand?
Backhand.
All right. So you putting some a little bit of respect in that. So you just backhand the shit out of him. Hey, if you kind of like topple a little bit, like on the side of your bed, you're just like, oh,
No.
fuck, like the pain. You can definitely feel like she put some effort into it. And then as you kind of turn back, you see as she's opening the door.
So, hello. You
Ah.
stopped talking. You stopped talking, so I just wanted to say something.
No, no, not again, not again.
But not again.
We're doing this again.
This
Oh,
is. What do you mean we're doing this again?
this is the 6th time you've came here to ask me what's going on in the room you heard talking.
Are you okay? You look a bit flustered.
The entity is messing with me and my
Which one?
perception of reality.
Oh, the one who's been
The one
talking
that's
to you, like. Ah.
yes, the one that's been trying to get me to make a deal, and I keep saying no.
Have you tried saying no harder? No, just kidding. I know it doesn't really work.
Yes,
Like
I have.
that. Oh, did it get upset? Did it get upset? And now you're stuck in the
Yes,
loop.
yes, I am.
Okay, what if I tried to get you out of this?
You bitch slapped me once already, so that didn't work.
Hey, I like that. Okay, but that didn't work. No.
No, back
Shit.
of the hand too.
Should I try the
No,
other
you're not
side?
doing the front. No, you're not doing the other side. I already knew you were
Okay,
gonna say that.
Okay then. Uh. Well, I don't know what to like. What more? Is there something you can do yourself? Should I go? Should we like try to drown you in a bucket of water? See if Ocean shows up.
I'm gonna grab the short sword.
Okay.
Stab her. Stab her.
And I don't really have anything water related at the moment.
I do not. Okay.
Is Garbu with them too? No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, actually,
That was
I do.
Clay out of character.
I have
Just-
tidal wave, but I can't really tidal wave into a bucket, and then that's a bit
a
overkill.
bad idea.
Okay, well, at least I tried.
water. Or
So
technically
pain
I
doesn't
used
get you
that
out of it.
earlier that day.
Pain doesn't get you out of it. Have I tried the spelling
No.
magic on you?
You can try it, I guess.
Sure, I'll try it. Where is it here? Let's see. I need to roll. D20
Oh.
plus 5, 10.
Shit.
I look at you. Okay. Doesn't feel like anything happened.
No.
Just like a little shimmer of light just kind of slowly trickles down him. Doesn't appear to have. I mean, you don't know if it does anything or not.
I don't feel any different. I don't think it worked.
No, I probably should have done my starry form stuff, but it's okay. remind me next time when I do that. And
If you walk in, what? There's no guarantee. I mean, this could be the last time it does it, or this could be the next one for.
you see, that's the sixth time already. Who says there won't be a seventh?
That's. Oh God.
Have you tried talking to it or something?
Yeah. No, I don't want to talk to it.
Yeah,
Because
but
it
if
feels like it's just doing this to drive me insane, like my sister. It feels like.
I suppose. But then again, if it's trying to drive you insane, at least you have someone to talk to in a way. So I guess the only way they could make you insane if you would.
And I threatened to kill it.
Okay, you might have overstepped a little bit there.
Yeah.
I think you should have just told it politely to fuck off, or not politely to
I've
fuck off.
told it politely. I've told it unpolitely. I've threatened it by telling it to fuck off.
Have you tried giving it the silent treatment? Oh, it's too late now, but you should have given it the silent treatment where you just don't say anything. Like it keeps talking in your head and you're just like, fuck you.
It's not even it anymore. It's just you. I've been talking to you, and it's not like it's not you because it feels like it's actually you, and it doesn't imitate you. It's just you, and then it just cuts to you opening the door again.
Sounds fun.
No, it is not fun.
I wonder what
hate it.
real me is doing at this point.
So, you guys hear a knock at the door, and as the door
God,
opens, you see Elise again, but the Elise that you're talking to is still in the room.
Hey, me. Why is there another me in here?
Why is there two of you?
Hey, and they both finger gun each other. They're like, you. Spider-Man meme.
Damn it! I was just about to say it too.
So, new Elise to old Elise is like, so why are you here? Did he fuck something up? You see old Elise nods.
Okay.
I mean, he threatened the entity that's been talking to him, and then you see the new Elise just rolls her eyes like, ah. Did he not give him the silent treatment? Like, as I go, like, I shake my head. I think he's going insane. Look, he's like apparently we've like backhanded him, and like both Elises giggle at that again. Like the spelling magic didn't really work.
Do I get the sense that they're both real, or is one of them an arcane something something?
I mean, if you want to try to do an insight or whatever you want to try to do.
I'll try an insight. 22.
The way you feel like you know that something is going on, but they're acting just like the scenario itself. You think it is Elise coming in here. You don't know, is she trapped in it too? And she's playing the repeat, but she just doesn't remember like you do? Or they both projections? They're portraying themselves perfectly like what Elise would do. Saying the same things like Elise would do. Hard to tell.
Like all of this goes to new Elise. So now there's Jay here. Apparently we're not going into replay. Apparently we're going into adding more of me, us. Try the spelling in, but this time don't forget the starry stuff because you know.
Oh, this is actually hell.
I'll try to help you. I don't know how to help. I mean, I have a higher level spell slot, so maybe that will. I mean, technically. Or it can be emotional support, I suppose. Or like, no, you know what I can do? You do that, and I'll give you guidance, and then that will help us. Yes. And then the new Elise is gonna cast the spell magic again on 8. With guidance and starry form, so any roll that is under a 10 becomes a 10, so I never roll lower than a 15. And guidance. Let's see.
16,
Oh, so
18.
80.
As Eighth, you feel like this magical sense come down, and you can like feel like a little bit warm vibrations as it like shakes you a little bit, kind of like the cold shivers, if you will. And you sense it's quiet in here. You don't sense any other presence. The two Elises are gone.
Oh, thank to God.
Elise enters the room.
You hear, though, the door opens,
Oh no.
and you just feel this almost like abyss light coming from the doorway.
Elise enters the door again.
I cast light.
Ah, fuck.
Your one
that's
weakness.
unpleasant.
The-
That's unpleasant.
Is it still? Do I still feel that abyss presence from the door?
I don't know, do you? It, even though you are casting light to shine and you see at least, you feel like it's almost like it's, how to put it,
Like a phone light.
like the barrier between the doorway is not like the light is not even going into it.
You would see, well, you would say at least step forward. The light you create, fixed in a hand. So that's how you treat your friends. When they've helped you.
This is 8 times now.
I mean, why do you keep
8?
looking for other people for answers?
I'm not.
Aren't you?
No.
I mean, why are you still stuck here then?
Because of the entity.
Are you sure it's because of the entity?
Yes.
Well, I mean, you've been constantly looking to me for help, but have you ever thought about coming up with something yourself?
Alright. And I end up back here every time. When I explain what happened, not to get your help from it, but just to understand, to get your understanding of the situation, it brings me back here.
But have you tried at any point to do something yourself?
Fine, I'll try something. See if this works. I'll see if I can cast counter spell. See if I can, if I don't have these spells or dispel, so my only thing.
You tried to go and cast it, but it's like there's nothing for you to target to try to counter.
Okay.
You see, you suddenly feel these get really close, really fast, like unnaturally fast. So see, you're kind of useless on your own, aren't you? Always looking for answers with other people. But you're useless yourself.
No, I'm not useless. I
Oh,
have
why
my
do you
own
keep
use.
asking Ocean?
I haven't asked her for help.
You asked her for many answers. She never answered.
Early on, yes, but I learned quickly to rely on myself.
But do you rely on yourself?
Yes. I rely on myself and I try to help my friends. Just like they try to help me.
But then why were you sitting here, like, asking for guidance on
I
your
wasn't.
sister?
I was
You
trying to
could've-
understand what was going on with her.
Well, instead of asking your friends, you were asking out into the open, asking for something that can hear you to help.
I wasn't trying to. I was trying to talk it out myself and figure out what it could be.
Oh, now you're stuck here.
Are you just that entity, or are you something else?
Instead of blaming other things, you should maybe look at yourself first. Instead of relying on other people to stand on their shoulders,
Don't.
maybe you should stand on your own 2 feet.
Aeth, you start to feel pretty sweaty. Feel like a little bit of scratches kind of here and there on your face. And it's like you've been closing your eyes for a long time, and as you open them, you're standing in your village while it's on fire. You can see it.
See, you couldn't save them either. So how do you expect to save your sister?
I'll find a way.
Well, you rely on your friends to help you find a way. Even
No.
now, the person helping you the most is not. It's like someone else. Like you haven't found out anything yourself. It's the other people helping you.
I found out a lot of things. Not relying on them, but by them helping. That's the difference. They're helping. They're not. They're not.
Are they?
Yes.
Like you helped your family?
Bring them up.
Hear the screams and cries from people in the distance.
Stay out of my head.
You see little shadows of figures as they're running, almost like just like the dancing fire of a shadow. You can see their silhouette.
What how it felt for your family when you weren't there? How do you think they will react to when they actually see you again? You think they'll be grateful? Do you think they will be upset? Do you think they will take pity on you because of the way you are right now?
It doesn't matter.
What are you even looking for? Acceptance?
Closure
What, for you? Or for them? I mean,
for them.
what closure knowing that their son, their brother, is nothing but a shell of who he used to be?
No. Knowing that either I could bring him home to Eastbourne and give him a proper burial, or give them a second chance at living again. That's the closure. Whether
Yeah.
I die during that or not
If
doesn't
you,
matter to me.
if you hear your father as he's trying to tell you to run, as you turn to see him, distracted from the battle to to try to make sure you get to safety as plunge and plunge and plunge of 3 different blades going into him.
This is what you're gonna let happen to your friends as well when they help you.
No. I won't fail again.
I mean, you did a marvelous job at failing the first time.
Stay out of my head.
I can only imagine the screams of the rest of your family as they were taken away, of your brother as he was also being killed.
Out of my head.
What a wonderful brother you are.
I did my best. And I will do my best.
Well, your best wasn't good enough.
Hey,
Go ahead.
sorry, no, keep going.
No.
Hey, if you, as your vision kind of goes to darkness, you feel no longer hot, but now cold, wet. You can still hear the little bit of fire here and there. You kind of go to try to stand up, and it's very shaky, very wobbly, as you realize you're back at the dragon attack on the ships, hearing different people screaming for help, some of them slowly going silent.
It's funny how your brain, you say I'm not in your head, but you keep torturing yourself with these things. Look how useful you were. Look at your friends. Them building a boat over there, the other one dragging people to safety, and you're just feeling sorry for yourself. You say you will do better, but when you had the chance, you did nothing. Who says next time is going to be any different?
I will. Make sure something like this doesn't happen again.
You keep saying that, but the proof is here that you don't. Again, you let other people do the lifting for you whilst you wallow in your own misery.
Couldn't see them. I didn't know where they were.
Keep coming up with excuses for yourself. And every single time, it's your friends or your family saving you.
Aeth, you again kind of feel this little pull as you're standing in a doorway, kind of unsure. You feel yourself slowly taking a step back and back as you hear Garbu and the voice talking in the distance. You feel this presence kind of somewhere in the room, and you're unsure of where you want to be, as you feel like Garbu is getting agitated, getting a little bit distressed about what's going on.
You always need saving, don't you?
No.
As you continue to like stand in the doorway, you can feel just a little shove as Elise pushes past you to go into the room. Clarence pushes past you to go into the room. And you're still in the doorway. While everybody else is in the room. You can hear these voices chatting. You can hear like a spell or two going off. But you're still in the doorway.
Doesn't feel nice, does it?
Do we push past or to freeze up?
Be useless.
Why are you doing this?
Wouldn't you want to know?
I'm pretty sure entities or whatever you are have better things to do than to bug.
You
Some
feel like a
crippled
finger run
man.
across your face. Oh, but that's the good thing. I can be in multiple places at the same time. Sometimes we also like to have fun.
I'm not your pawn.
Hey, if you quickly like fall over, kind of like a little bit of mud splatting against your face as you feel like were you pushed over something? Did you trip over something?
Can I try and get up?
You can, yeah. You feel like
okay.
it's like really squishy when you like go to push up. Like your hands kind of shift a little bit and you got to like just enough force to try to help you get up, but not a whole lot so you won't just start flying. Feel the mud cake between your hands.
Do I get the smell of blood in the air, or is it just mud?
You only feel the mud and you don't smell blood or anything.
See if I could try and walk forward.
You feel like something is kind of like tugged against your leg a little bit.
I'll look, see, reach down and see what it is.
It's like a really shriveled up hand.
Is it a right hand? Right hand, like. Word.
I mean, technically, yes.
I'm gonna see if I can get it to let go. Or try and get past.
As you kind of like pull your leg a little bit more and it lets go, and you take like a solid step before something like pounces on you, and you're trying to like hold it back, but you can just feel this heavy, nasty breathing in your face.
Golem.
Oh god! Oh god, it's PS5 Golem!
Oh,
Try attack it with my sword? Or see if I got my sword with me? Anything?
You don't have it.
Silver arm to the...
You can feel the slime as it's like slowly getting sprayed on you.
Eldritch Blast? Shit.
As you're like trying and you try to go and do it, it's like it's firing wide. It's like every time you try to go for the creature, your hands is unable to actually land an attack on it.
Dimension door?
Where to?
About 300 feet forward.
Elise?
Or do you want me to make him feel useless? No, I'd say as you try that, you would. Ooh, yes. Sorry, this is internal me coming out, thinking out loud. I think you. I think you would. Like as the spell goes off, you don't feel the beast anymore, but you land in a pile of bones.
What? Oh, shit. Try and see if I can find any sort of weapon on me.
You
Or
just
You
anything
feel like
to
how
defend myself.
you feel how the skeleton hands start like clawing on you. They like grabbing you, holding you. And you hear a voice. How does it feel to be useless?
Piss off. I'm not
Who are you gonna ask to
useless.
save you this time?
Nobody. Save myself.
Exactly. You only look out for yourself, but not for the others. You ask them to help you. What have you ever done? You let your family down. Your friends have had to help you so many times, but what have you ever done for them?
Helped. Helped.
You hear like very faint voices of a couple of barn animals, but you can hear just slightly over them the voices of your companions as they were discussing that you're not going to find any of your family members alive, that they were even waging money on it.
Like, even your friends know what the reality is.
And what is this to you? A game? My life just a game to you?
You're overestimating yourself.
Or am I just part 2 of how to mess with me after you've had your fun with my sister?
Oh, it. I think you're having a good time trying to figure out what's going on, but you're getting nothing. I'm sorry. You're assuming too many things. Have you ever thought your sister has nothing to do with myself or anyone else? But what happens when you are left out alone, let down by the people who are supposed to take care of you?
Her laughing echoes in the darkness.
I won't let her down again.
And
You
what if
could
it's
say
already too late?
Won't be too late. I'll make sure of that.
You feel like you're being pulled down into the mud right now by the skeletons.
I'll take that second chance Minnie gave me to give her that second chance.
And where's Minnie now?
Dealing with what is happening around.
Is that what they told you?
I trust her.
You seem very trusting of someone who's
She
left
saved
you.
my life.
And then she left you in the care of someone who just drowning you on the regular.
She had her reasons.
Oh, a reason to leave you in the care of her abusive sister? Nice friend you have there.
You don't know a thing about her.
I know enough.
You assume too much.
I don't assume anything, I know. You're the one assuming. Assuming you can save everyone when you can't even save yourself.
Hey, if you start to hear somewhat familiar, somewhat not familiar voices of, you think these are guards under the Blades of Light? Have you find him yet? No, I have no idea where he went. Damn it, Bolt, where are you? Where did he go?
What is that?
Another one you let down?
I didn't let him down.
I mean, you let him go in there. And then you left him as soon as your friend
He-
woke up, but you never were there for him. He was always there for you. But when he needed you most, where did aid go?
You hear yourself telling him that you'd be back as he was resting in a room, and it kind of a little bit kind of comes back to hit you. Never went back.
He did everything for you.
I can't say
How did you-
goodbye.
Is this how you reward your friends? By using them and discarding them?
No, I don't want to say goodbye. Not again. I don't. Why?
No, why did you never go back?
I promised him I would.
Why didn't you go look for your family?
I couldn't.
Couldn't or didn't want to?
I was scared.
Hey, if you hear almost two different pleas coming from Clarence and Garbu, and it's really hard to make them out, go ahead and just make a general perception check.
Oh, I'm good at those.
Channel
Right.
and Elise.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not too bad.
Oh yeah, those aren't too bad.
Okay. Which one do you try to hear?
Clarence.
You hear them calling out for you. So you try to hear Clarence. Okay. As you zone out Garbu's voice of cries for help, you kind of come into Clarence trying to listen in, and he's like, "Hey, stop standing there! Get your hands off of me!" Hey, and you feel like you're unable to move. Could be the fact that the skeletons still have a hold of you, as just not even like any space to try to wiggle. You can hear the sounds of him struggling, and he's just, "Take my hand, help me," as the voice slowly gets fader and fader.
Try and reach out.
You can't move your hands. As a voice comes up to you, and you can hear it almost like it's standing next to you. I know this was hard, but you did the right thing. They needed to be turned in. And the footsteps of him walking away.
Aren't you a good boy?
Never do that to them.
Well, aren't you a guard first?
I was. Not anymore.
So you would turn, but you would turn on your friends so that it suits your needs.
No.
If it was between them and your family, who would you choose?
Them.
So you would let your family down once more.
Because of them, I have hope.
And so you deny your family their hope. Their chance at a new life. You focus more on giving yourself new life than your family. You're scared, selfish. When will you help
Fine.
instead of being helped?
I'm scared and I'm selfish. What do you want from me?
You hear this insane laughter. Where are you, brother? So, Elise,
Mm-hmm.
you open the door and you just
Mhm.
see AF standing next to the window, just staring out.
I think Elise would walk up to him. Ayat?
You see he kind of like shakes his head a little bit, just sorry, got a headache.
Everything
Elise?
okay?
Yeah, just think I drank too much.
Okay.
Um,
Anything interesting out there?
if only I can see. I'm sure there's a lot of interesting things happening.
God damn it. Wait a minute. Hmm.
Is there
Mm.
something I can help you with? Sorry if I seemed strange or startled you.
Well, you suddenly stopped talking, but I guess if you're just standing randomly staring out of the window, I suppose that makes sense when you're blind.
I'm. My head kind of hurts a little bit, and thought I would just try to stand up instead of lay down. I don't know.
Okay. So how do you think you can help your sister? Since you asked for the coin back.
I would like to, but if she's as he kind of like sighs a little bit and just kind of takes a step back from the window, kind of just like looks up, and it's, I don't know if there is any help in her. Maybe when we're not tied down with a lot of things, we can think of some sort of way to maybe help. But she's, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it some more.
All right. I mean, we can find like I mean, she wants to know where you are. I mean, we could lay a trap. I don't. Whatever.
I mean, yeah, if everything goes great with Clarence's family and helping Lucy out doesn't go crazy, maybe we can try to lay some sort of trap out, but would we have the time?
I mean, maybe we can always make time. There's nothing really super pressing we need to do apart from going east and like a bunch of things want us to go east. But are you really sure you want to, you know, put her down when it comes to it?
I feel like she's in a lot of pain, but I need to think about it some more. Again, my top priority would be to try to help her. I would like to save her, but I wonder if she's just been through too much to be saved.
Well, if you're having a headache, I guess you should go. I mean, standing up doesn't really help. I think you should maybe try to get some sleep.
Yeah, you're right. I should. It's probably need a didn't Prime, do we still have any of the that headache medicine that she had? That hangover thing?
Well, I didn't. I never had it.
Hmm.
Like, who used to live for? Was it Clarence or Gordon? I can't remember.
I think it was Clarence. He took it.
Yeah, yeah.
I
it was
think he
Clarence.
took it.
I
Just
think he took like 4 or 5 vials, didn't he?
no.
No.
She.
Oh, I thought he had asked for more.
I don't remember if he did.
Or
I
he
don't
might have just
remember if I
taken a
did either.
sip if he had it at the
I
moment.
think
he saved some either way.
I think she offered anybody, and he at least took one. We can say maybe he took another one, but I don't really know for sure. So, but yeah,
Well, I'll go check with them and I'll be right back with it.
okay, that would be great. Well,
See you in a bit.
Yeah.
Just lie down.
Okay. Then you kind of walk out, and as kind of like staring back out the window for like a quick second, unknowingly to you, you can just see in his eyes almost like AF being shackled and chained and being dragged by, it looks like, a bunch of bony white hands before he moves away from the window to go and lay down.
I like for everyone else. At least it's like this is nothing is right there. At least it's like speed doesn't speak well, but like you like the moment she's out there, she's like, and then like walks to the rest, like opens the door, and then is Garber still awake? From-
Yes, Garbu is etching, I think, scale, just like the pattern of scales into his armor at the moment, I think I had said.
Okay, I just open the door. I peek in to see him awake. Okay, good. Then I just
the
go to
door would have been locked, I think.
I just use my earrings like Garbo, open the door. Clarence, and then I do want to Clarence. Clarence, open the door.
Am I awake?
No, I think I waited till you were asleep before I.
Would he wake up from my message
sent my
being
message.
sent into his head?
I mean, you were sending messages, so it would be up to you if you were like you're trying to doze off and you're like.
Well, I just tried both of them at least, and if none
I'll
responds,
go
I will
open the door.
open the door.
I was like, what? And then like
And
after.
I put my hand on his mouth, and I push him into the door.
When I get the message, I'm like, what? And then I'll walk over and open the door.
Yeah, as you open the door, I put my hand on your mouth and I just like push you inside the door. Okay. And is Clarence woken up or not?
Probably
Clarence,
not.
wake up.
There he is.
No, I still have my hand on your mouth. You're like, oh, wake up.
Okay. Go ahead, Clarence. Just roll a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Doesn't
Nice.
matter.
Oh,
Hold on. Ah, a
You're-
1 and a 5.
you're dead asleep for the whole night. If anybody try to ever get you up, you ain't getting up.
See ya, nerds.
Like, I walk up to him. He's not awake. I look at Garbu. I'm like still like shh, and then I
You need me to wake him up?
shh, and then I bitch slap Clarence in the face.
Hopefully.
Okay, he's dead. Okay, it's you and me then.
Yeah,
Okay, he's
you
not. I know he's
want
not
me
dead.
to wake him up?
No, not. I mean, not
Okay.
nothing loud. Nothing loud. Okay.
I wasn't gonna do something loud.
Are you gonna wake him up?
I
Say
walk
something
over
before I.
and I try to
No,
burp
say.
right into his nose.
No.
Nothing works.
he's dead.
Okay, he's dead. Okay, garbage.
I
Just you and
tried
me.
what I could.
Okay, so I don't know what's going on with 8. But there's
He's
something going on with
fine?
8.
Like, what do you mean? Like,
No. Okay, this is the
Like,
reason
is
why I
he
tend to do
sick?
things on my own a lot. No, there's something like fucking with him.
can you give
In
me a
like
minute to get my armor on?
No, we don't have that time.
Like, is this bad or is this like bad? Like,
It's like if you have like okay, there's something coming to kill us. That's like lower level bad because like we're used to that. Then
Yeah.
there's like something is coming for us and it's really dangerous and big. And then you have like we might lose him if we don't do anything.
but like, shouldn't I put my armor on for the really dangerous and big?
No, because there's no fighting going on. It's just really fucking bad.
Okay.
Anyway,
I
the
can-
the, sk-
I-
the skill is weird.
I think I understand. I'll come along.
But so I promised that I would bring that potion. So to keep up the ruse, we need to. This is like stage whisper, right? Because I can't be arsed whispering in my microphone.
Yeah, no.
We need to
There's-
bring the headache stuff.
Unless
has it.
said otherwise,
Yeah.
I would usually assume that people do
Yeah.
stage whisper because
Can I look on Clarence's person and see if I can find the headache medicine?
It's probably in his bag now. Bag of holding.
yeah, I'll say you find that one vial that was left.
Okay.
Yeah.
So be ready to either restrain Ayat, the body of Ayat, or anything, whatever. Not, I mean, don't mean spell, but like, or fuck him up. Either or. It's like I don't know. Like Ayat is a
I
noodle.
reach
Like
into
even
the
without.
bag of holding and also grab one of our 50-foot long ropes. Like
So,
this.
I mean, I have the magic rope that I have. You remember that one?
Oh. I put the
But,
I put the rope I just grabbed back in.
Yeah, and like they when they see you, that will be suspicious. So I don't know how bad it is, but we definitely need to help him out. I saw something really weird in his eyes that I shouldn't see. So so get ready, okay? But pretend at the start. Just don't say much, so you give it away. But just be ready, okay?
Yes. Wink.
I swear to God, if
You're-
you're gonna if you're gonna like instantly give it away, I'm gonna go fuck you up first and then
Listen,
fuck it.
listen, I am.
He said
Listen,
wink.
I will
He didn't
just stay
actually wink.
entirely silent because if I open my mouth, there's like a high amount of chance that I could. I was gonna name a percent, but Garbu wouldn't understand how percents work. There's a high amount of chance that I could just like really give it all away.
Yeah, because
Not
like you're
good
the,
at lying.
you're like a cleric, right? So I can tell you, like I can pretend like that I brought you because to check on,
want me-
right? See if
You
it's
want me
something.
to try to lie to you right now?
I mean, you're about as good as lying as like you're good at words.
I am a
Not very
great
great.
liar.
Yeah. And my mother is a fucking Goliath.
He is?
No, of course.
Oh.
Well, let's
Wait,
go.
we've met her.
Yeah, exactly. At least just like raises her arms.
Wow,
to
you're
the
really
sky.
convincing.
Yeah, I mean, I know. But let's go. Me and Garbu will go back
I'll
to
follow along.
it.
You
I look into him sleeping, lying there.
yeah, you kind of open the door again. It's not locked since he knew you were coming back in. You can see he's laying down in the bed.
Oh, hey, Elise. Did you get that headache potion that I wanted, or that you asked me for to get? Yeah, it might be just me drinking too much.
Uh-huh. We did. I also brought Garby to check in on it, see if you're like, he's a cleric and he knows better things than me, so.
Oh. I guess it wouldn't hurt. I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal.
When I look into his
I just-
eyes, do I still see the thing?
No, you didn't see it before.
Oh, okay. Okay. Take back that part then. I still think it's fishy.
That's fine.
Yeah, that part was for the audience.
Oh, okay.
That he looked out the window and you could see.
Frodo. Yeah, like Vader with the yellow sip eyes.
I just
Okay,
I just look down at the 8 and I just like. This is gonna suck. More for you than for me. I look at Garbu and I'm like, and I cast Hold Person on 8.
Counter spell.
I also cast it. As soon as
Damn.
he looks over at me, I'm also casting it. But I'm still keeping like when I do the verbal, I hold my hand up to my mouth to try to not be seen speaking.
Well,
'Cause I
you
was-
can counter spell one of them,
Yeah.
but you would have to
Really,
make a save for the other.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do it for one of them.
I mean, we have to both the same DC, so.
Yeah.
But which one are
Yeah.
you counterspelling?
Is that wisdom? I guess Elise's, since you rolled it.
Well, it was Garber who rolled it.
As Garbu rolled it.
Or Garbu rolled it. So since you didn't technically, yeah, just to make it easier.
Yeah, whatever.
Ah. Okay, you got me.
Loser.
You are
I
held.
ju- I just look at Garbu. I'm like, okay, now we get to business. Whoever you are,
The
my
rope.
friend
Use
go.
the rope.
I'll use the rope.
Trying to keep my mouth shut.
I say idiots, and the rope ties around him.
No, that was
I-
me. I'm the idiot. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, but that's why the command word is idiots
Ties you.
because I'm surrounded by idiots. That's the whole point.
Ties.
So whoever you are, let my friend go. Thank you very much. I know he's useless and he can't help himself, but that's okay. That's why we like him.
Hey,
I started like slapping the face, like like really weakly, like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
like
Come on.
they're slapping you.
Mm. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell? I can't say anything because I'm being held.
You make a save at the end of each of your turns.
Well, this is somewhat role playing, so
Oh.
they tend to last just a little bit longer.
Come on. You're acting so fucking weird earlier. Like that's not my useless 8 that I'm used to. Also, you would never turn on your sister ever like that. Hello?
Wait,
I
what?
think-
I don't
Yeah,
know
you
what's
said-
happening here.
Okay, so he said, as I think the other thing said that, like, oh, like if we're gonna put if we can't save my sister, I want to save her, but if we can't do it, gotta do stuff. I'm like, no, that's not how 8 would ever talk. And he was like,
I'll-
oh, we're not. Yeah.
I'll drop hold person, and as I do, I'll cast command on 8th, and I'll just say explain.
Okay.
Like I'm doing this simultaneously, so as soon as it drops the.
Well, I mean,
command-
he's tied up, so. But he still has to
Do I get-
save.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I gotta click back on the sheet.
Yeah. Yeah, when there's
Okay.
not a token
Ah.
out, you would have to do your sheet.
Yeah.
That's the somewhat sad part.
Okay, guess I'll just say what I just repeat what I'm not gonna repeat what you said or what
Say it
you
how
said.
say whatever you want to say.
I just said it. If we aren't able to fix her, because she's already been messed up or fucked up so badly over the time my family and I have been gone, that it might be easier just to kill her.
I just
shouldn't
keep
put her out of her
slapping
specified
misery.
what I wanted explained. I just
She
realized
told you
that.
that's not how AIDS would say it, right? Am I
No,
stupid?
but like, what I'm saying is that I messed up. I was trying to get him to explain like what is
Ah.
going on, but
I'm just like, I keep slapping back and forth. Like, come on,
You stop
let's
slapping
let's
me.
go, let's go.
Let go what? I'm tied up to fucking rope.
honestly, he would probably just be like honest again about like something irrelevant. I'm trying to figure out what I could say.
What?
I don't know. What would you say?
What the fuck's
Like,
going on here?
I put my hand on his mouth. You stop. Yes, what you were saying?
Well, I'm trying to figure out like what could I say to force him to tell us what's going on. Explain didn't work the way that I intended. I got 2 more tries.
We have sort of truth.
But like,
I
what
don't
if
think
he
so.
tells the truth about something irrelevant?
Shut the fuck up. Um.
At least you're awake.
Like you're lucky Claire's isn't here. Otherwise, you'd already be much more trouble.
If we have a couple minutes, I can try to identify and see if there's something affecting him.
I don't know if that's something like I don't know if if a creature possesses you, if that's like
I don't know if that would count as a magical effect.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think he thinks so either. Hmm. What do you like? What can we do? It's like we can bully him into submission. We can.
I mean, we've dealt with a little bit of possession before. Let me take a look for a moment, I guess.
Do you have that cleric thing that makes that you hold up your symbol and the undead go running and the fiends and face?
You know what? I do have that. I go to hold up my hammer and realize that I don't have it with me.
Go get your hammer.
I'll go get it. I'll be right back. Little legs, little legs. Then you hear him come running back down the hall. I hold up my hammer, and why did I close my sheet? There we go. Count divinity turn undead.
It like the room kind of like shines pretty bright in here as you're casting this. The room just kind of like slightly shakes a little, and then the light just dissipates as you've completed what you were wanting to do.
You hear like skeletons in the basement go. "Ah!"
Yeah. There's an undead fly on the wall that just starts flying into the wall repeatedly, trying to get away.
There's a guy next door. Ah, shit! It fucking burns as he runs out.
They said that.
What about
Wait a
like
minute. Wait a minute. We're gonna go get that guy first aid. You just stay there.
what about I'll just take a look at him. DM, can I
Take a look at him.
tell any signs of possession based on my somewhat limited experience with possessions? Beating up my brother in an alleyway while he was possessed?
Make an insight. Well, you can do religion since you're thinking about possession.
Can I stick to insight?
Well, no.
Just roll good.
You can
Guidance.
you can do either insight or religion.
Gonna get different answers.
With religion, it's more about what you know about possession, what it's supposed to do, and a little bit about what happened to Clarence. When you do an insight, you're solely going off on just what you know about Clarence. So insight would be harder.
Feel better
Guidance
about
either
the
way.
inside either way. Nope. It didn't really matter what I rolled, but I'll go ahead and add the guidance. 10
10!
total,
10. Nice.
but a natural 1.
This is Aeth that you guys have been abusing in the middle
Yeah,
of the
I-
night.
Yeah, listen, Eighth, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna start trying to get the rope off.
You can't unless I say
Eighth,
so.
I'm sorry.
No, I don't know. No, there's no way. Like, I'm not
Eighth,
stupid. I know.
I don't know. Like, Eighth always acts weird.
Yeah, but this is like.
I
Like
look
this
at
was.
Elise and I cast command.
I fail it. What do you say?
Release.
That's what you say.
Release.
Okay, no, I resist. Like if you say release, I resist. Wisdom saving throw. 22. No.
I do it again a second time. Release.
I let go of his mouth.
What the fuck
Dang
is
it,
happening?
I should have been more specific.
Jokes on you, loser.
Eighth, it's you, right?
Yes! Who else would it be?
Lynn?
Why would you kill your sister?
Because she's been put through torture for the last 5 years, I'm pretty sure.
Elise points at 8 and then looks. See, like 8 would never say that. He never would say that.
Yeah, but like Eighth is always a little weird, so like.
He's not weird like this.
I'm not that weird.
Like he's stupid
Oh.
and blind and useless, but he would never, say this shit.
You know, this is
That's-
great for the self-confidence.
I mean, what confidence do you mean? Anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you right now. I'm trying to get you riled up. Is it working?
No.
See, it's not 8 because 8 would get worked up by now.
But I'm trying to be. Oh, okay. But not
Get
let
out
this
of my
bother
friend.
me.
Get out of my friend.
I am your friend. What the hell is going on here?
You're not my
Can
friend.
I insight check Elise to see if she's just going crazy? Natural 1 again, come on. No, 24.
It's getting conflicted because the fact that it's like two people telling the truth, but again, Aeth has been extremely collaborating with whatever you guys are trying to do. Well, somewhat collaborating. You got him tied up, but you casting all this stuff on him and like nothing's happening, even though like what happened to Clarence, you're not seeing any of this type of stuff happening to him. Like he's not like looking like a shriveled like different person as he's trying to do something. He's not fighting quote unquote back. He's not releasing these any of his magic back. But at the same time, Elise usually is like on to these type of things, but
I think we should all just like take a moment and calm down.
And get this rope off me.
Seems like
No.
maybe we
Wha-
should.
No.
Why?
I cast guidance on myself. Dispel magic.
On what?
On you.
That
Oh, that's not gonna work.
Am I really stun locked the whole night?
Then-
You rolled a 1, I'm sorry.
This is sad.
No.
Like,
It feels like in
Get the
Super
fucking
Smash
rope
Brothers where
off
he's just like
me!
sky up, sky up, sky up, and you're just like, okay, yeah, what do I do?
You see
Yeah,
him
you're-
yelling, he's just like, just like,
I cast
Got his, like-
another dispel magic.
Clarence is just he's in a dream where his
Okay.
brother is just constantly comboing him in the corner.
No.
18.
18. Okay.
I just look at him.
As you see
Alright.
it kind of like wash over, but I mean, you see it wash over him.
Happy? You washed your magic all over me.
I mean, it didn't seem like it did anything, at least.
Yes, nothing happened. Can we get this fucking rope off me now? Please?
What changed overnight? Or in like a few hours?
What are you talking about?
Literally 2 hours ago, you would never say these things. Or 1 hour, I don't know how long time has actually passed.
You okay? I was... I was... I've been drinking, like... Okay, it's...
He's just
I mean,
drunk. And
granted, I don't... run around naked like some people, or... get
I mean,
into
you got
fist
naked
fights
last
with my
time.
brother. No, I didn't.
I mean, you had sex with some people, so...
You dragged me there!
I didn't do anything, you
brought
did
me
it by
there!
yourself.
No,
Yeah, I didn't do
oh,
anything.
I have a
and you
great
kept bringing
test.
people over there!
I have a great test to figure out what's going on. Garbu puts his hands behind his back. How many fingers am I holding up?
I can't fucking see! How am I gonna see that?
Yeah, it's 8. See?
Yeah, but before you reacted differently to my can't see things joke.
I wasn't actually holding any fingers up. I just put my hands back there.
I am so
This is
confused.
getting ridiculous. Fine, I'll just stop drinking, okay? If this is like the intervention of, getting me
How
to
many
stop drinking,
fingers
then
am
it'll
I
get...
holding up?
I still can't see!
See, it's 8. I don't understand.
This is ridiculous.
How about now? See, it has to be 8.
You've done this 3 times.
Yeah.
The first time it was old. This time it's
The
just
first
annoying.
time it was behind my back, though. Not that you could see.
Ellie's just standing there. I don't know why, but I feel strange. In the sense of
Guilt? Of tying me
No.
up? Of casting
Guilt.
magic on me?
It is kind of mean to do that to
I
Brandon.
mean, at least it didn't hurt him yet.
I
But
probably shouldn't have just gone along with this in retrospect.
I mean,
Why are you guys going along with... Why? Like... Okay.
well, you know why? You always go along with whatever I say, so why is it suddenly different now?
I do not. I do question you sometimes on your methods of doing stuff.
But I always get results. Can't argue on that one.
You stop a few assassinations, you harass mayors, you you try to piss off dragons. I mean, I guess, but
I mean,
yeah,
it's Garby's
sure.
job. Garby, like, I've never pissed off a dragon. Garby's pissed off dragons.
I've only did one time.
You-
And to be fair, I don't know if that was my fault. He was mad anyway.
Just give me the fucking hangover potion, and then I'll drink it and go to bed.
I didn't want to
This
go
is the
this far.
worst. This is the worst intervention I've ever been to. I haven't been to
Someone
any
to-
interventions either.
I guess charm person on him.
Make the saving throw.
Is that
If
charisma
you
or is
if
that
you if you're
that's
wanting to
wisdom? Okay.
if you're wanting to resist.
I won't resist.
Good. Because then now you have to answer my questions. 'Cause you're charmed. I just so
And I'm
why
also
did
a
you
person.
why you change
Uh,
why did you change of heart? What is this thing?
It seems like it. She might not be able to be saved, and I don't want to risk you guys.
That's not an answer to my question. It's like why did you change of heart? What happened?
I told you it was, drinking and thinking about it that got me thinking about, do I want to risk your guys' life and my own to try and save someone that might not be able to be saved?
That's not still not an answer to my question. It's like why the change of heart? Like I understand the fact like you don't want us to get in danger, but why do you 180 from 1 second to the other? Like just some drinking doesn't change wanting to save your family to like, oh, we're just gonna put her down if it's because it's too dangerous. Like that's not who you are. That's not how you have gone about things. What happened? Idiot, tell me the truth.
I am.
No, you're not telling me what happened.
Okay, fine. All right. Paragon posed the question to me a few weeks ago on if I have the choice between saving my family or saving you guys, and I have been thinking about it more and more. And originally, I wasn't sure which choice it would be, and I think now it might be you guys because there's no guarantee that they could be alive or that they could be suffering horribly. I want to save them, but I you guys heard how she sounds already. Sure that
But so you're just gonna give them a family, like the ones you have left.
I didn't say I would give up. I'm just saying it's a possibility in case she can't be rehabilitated.
But so you're just gonna
This-
give up like that?
I don't think it's giving up.
I mean, well, I guess if you never start something, it's technically not giving up.
I'm not just gonna. This feels very double standardy question. I've already said what I would do. I would try to save them. I would do everything I can to save them. And I've already pointed out that I would do my best to help rehabilitate her.
Do you not want to tell me what happened during just before we last met and now? Feels like you're very much avoiding what I'm asking, the question I've been asking.
I'm not.
And tell me what happened.
I already told you I've been
I
drinking
know what you
and I
told
just
me, but I'm saying I'm not buying it.
w-
No one changes
you
like this on a drink or two.
it's been lingering. I've been thinking about it. I haven't voiced it, but I've been thinking about it.
Then why didn't you just tell me what happened? What went on in your head?
that it might be one of those things where the person I saved might not be the person I remember, and she could prove to be a danger to herself as well as you guys. And we haven't been able to reach my other family members, which could mean that they're being something's blocking it, or they're just another fancy way of saying that they're dead. I want that closure. I want to find out if we can help them or not, but I don't want to put you guys at risk and let you guys down and have you guys dying because of this.
What do you think will die?
I don't know.
I feel like this weird pessimism is strange.
It's not pessimism. I think it's just realism.
DM,
Being real. Oh.
I'm gonna insight him. Guidance myself on if he's hiding something from me or not. Because I've been like I feel like he's not telling me something about what happened between now and when I last saw him.
Okay, go ahead.
Do I roll something to?
20.
You can roll it to me if you would like to either do deception or persuasion.
Okay. I never.
Fucking average 10, fuck off.
Okay. You get the sense like, you know, you're trying to seek about if anything has changed between pretty much like the dinner and now, right?
And I'm trying to figure out what he's hiding because he's very much dodging what I'm asking, which is like what happened between now and then in your head.
I mean, you see you see there's like something little he's holding back, but for the most part it seems like he's been straightforward. Maybe the fact that with him drinking and just kind of all of these situations that he's been in, he's trying to think it through, and it's just the drink getting to him.
And I'm gonna ask you something very specifically. Because, like, even though he is blind, he still makes facial expressions. Does he look more calculating than before?
No. He looks the regular AS. You see, probably a little bit of annoyance, but at the same time, he is regarding you as his good friend, whether he viewed you like that or not. And so you're just, it's like your head versus your gut feeling type thing. A lot of the stuff in your head is telling you, like, it seems fine. Your gut is telling you, like, something's off, but it's like, there's not a side winning. It's just so hard to tell of anything that could be going on.
I look at Garbo and like, I don't know, it feels wrong.
I don't, it just seems like to me. I'm sorry, Eighth, for coming in here and starting all this in the middle of the night, but really sorry.
This is the worst intervention I've ever been to.
I do agree with at least though that you were talking about like trying to save them, and now you seem like you've switched views. But if you want to talk more about that, we can. But sorry for us barging in here like this.
Apology accepted. Can we get the rope off now?
I tried. I can't.
Can I try and mimic Elise's voice and say idiots?
Make a performance check.
Let me set it. There we go. See what happens. Nope.
Wow, that's your
Did
worst.
not.
That's a really poor impression. Just want to say that.
It was a pretty bad impression.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's hard to mimic a voice of a female while I'm a male.
I mean, I can kick you in the nuts and you can try again.
Can I try to mimic the voice? After having
Yeah,
watched
make
it?
a performance check.
I guide myself.
I sort of. Wow. Okay.
18.
Luck of the roll sometimes.
Idiot.
There's bits and pieces that really could do it. Maybe if you had practice, you could probably get close, but so far doesn't work.
Maybe I should be
Can
a
we get-
bard.
I'm not sleeping like this. I hope you know this, right? Because can we please get the rope off?
Not sure if I want to.
No. I have no idea how
You
to get it
expect me
off.
to sleep with this rope?
Don't know what to feel right now. I feel something is wrong, but I don't really know what.
The thought that you're interrogating me over me possibly drinking a bit too much? Maybe? I don't know. Is that what you're feeling? Because
No, I feel like someone's trying to trick me.
why? Okay.
Why? It's because
think-
you fucking talk to entities.
I
like,
think you're
on the
fucking
the day.
paranoid. You sound paranoid right now. And I'm
Yeah.
saying that. You sound paranoid.
Yeah, and I think I am in my right to feel paranoid, considering that I heard you talk to something and then suddenly it stops and now you're acting like this. It's kind of fucking strange, no, isn't it?
I was just speaking out loud about it and coming to the conclusion of that.
No, because you weren't talking about it. I heard snippets of it, and that was definitely not fucking that. It sounded like you were talking to something.
Okay.
I really wish I prepared calm emotions today.
I mean, I'm
This-
calm. I'm just saying.
I don't think you are. I think you're just overthinking stuff.
I mean, if I wasn't
And-
calm, I'd be fucking hurting you right now.
Okay, this is just ridiculous. Just DM Sama,
Yes.
does the
Good.
rope stay on me if I dimension door?
No.
No, don't
Oh.
think so.
Okay,
But
I'll
you-
just
It-
dimension
it's
Does dimension door has an S with it or just a V?
the V.
Then you can dimension door.
Yeah, it's just a V. Alright, I'll just dimension door 5 feet to the side, away from the rope.
okay. just roll an athletics check for shits and giggles.
Shits and giggles. Athletics. Okay.
But technically, it would be
I almost-
acrobatics.
I'm better with athletics. You want acrobatics? I can do
You know,
acrobatics.
I'll let you do whichever one you want. You're the one tied up.
I'll do athletics.
Okay.
A 20.
You don't fall like on your face. Like you quickly like as you dimension door, just like kind of like off the bed a little bit. Like you're in like a push up position, and you kind of like just start standing up, like feeling at least the freedom movement.
Oh, jeez.
The rope just kind of like falls flat.
Idiots don't call it back to me.
Well, could you guys kindly get out so I can go to sleep?
Yeah, I'm sorry. And Garbu will walk out.
Sure.
As Garbu walks out, and Elise kind of slowly, as she almost like doesn't break her gaze until she goes into the hallway. You you go to shut your door and lock it, but something's wrong with the lock.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It wasn't me.
Come on. Just trying to turn it. Yeah, no. Okay, they gave me the broken lock door. This is
I have to go.
Okay,
All right. I'll see you next week.
not a problem. Have a good night, good sir. Garbu just
Uh-oh.
vanishes, and
See ya.
Go vanishes into the ether.
so
Oh my god, don't even do that. I hated that.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Throwback to the other old days.
Ugh.
All right,
And
so
then when he came back, it was like, oh, he appears. Oh, no, they disappear again.
so everybody can get a long rest as the night goes on. You guys wake up on the 4th. It's been a long day. Everybody wakes up. Clarence, you feel super kind of rested. Everybody else feels like a little bit groggy as they kind of get up. Luro just stretches and like starts putting all of his stuffed animals back into his bag. Lucy kind of just with her hood on, just kind of like standing there in the hallway as everybody are you guys planning on like leaving the town today or the city today, or are you going to stay a bit?
How long? Like, we need to ask. Like, Lure, how long is your brother gonna be away for exactly, or out for?
I can
Just ask another zone to see if we have time for something else or not.
okay. I'll be right back. And he
Mhm.
just poofs. About like 5 seconds later, he poofs back. It's like, oh, forgot Mr. Teddy here. Poofs.
They got coffee in this inn.
Yeah.
Okay, I want the bitterest, most awful tasting, most caffeinated coffee that they have.
Easy enough. We'll just say
The kind of bitterness where you're like, oh.
we'll say
Oh.
because they're like they feel like you're just kind of like not really drink it and stuff like that. So he's like, just a copper piece is fine. but everybody wakes up. After a couple of minutes, Laura does come back, and he's just, um, he still says it will be a couple of days. They're going to try to get on the boat today.
Okay, so we don't have time to do Lucy's thing just yet. Because it's gonna take us like a week.
Oh, this coffee's terrible.
Lucy's just,
Well, Lucy, I guess we have to go deal with this thing first, and then we go figure out your stuff. If that's okay.
I mean, sure. Does that mean I have to stay here?
I mean, it depends what you want to do. You're not forced to.
We kind of can't stop you, right? Like you friggin' teleport.
No, it's not
No,
Lero.
she
It's
can't.
it's
She
Lucy.
can't.
Oh, it's Lucy. Oh, my bad.
I'm sorry, there's too many L's, okay?
I
Forgive
know.
me.
I heard the L. Yeah.
L squad, roll out.
I mean, we're
Um,
gonna go to Stormfair if you want to go check out that city and then come back here, and then so we don't miss each other. But it's up to you.
I mean, I didn't tell my watchers when I could be back, so that I guess it'd be okay. Maybe you can still teach me a little bit more about like all of this.
Of course.
Well,
Oh gosh.
she just like picks up like not even picks up. She already has everything she travels with, so she's like, "Well, I'm ready whenever, I guess. Whenever you guys are."
So if they're getting on the boat,
And by the way,
that would take.
and she kind of goes into
Yeah.
a mini conversation with Luro about how he can just poof.
Clarence, how long do you think it would take from going by boat? Since you've been living there, so I assume you would know, Clarence.
Sorry, I was reading what Garby said. What was that?
Like, how long do you think it would take with boat to from like
fucking know.
Bourbon to here? I mean, you're the person who's been traveling a lot like that.
Hey, DM, would I know how long it would take a boat to? Nope.
I mean, you never
Nah.
traveled. You didn't do the boat from Stormfair to Baymont. You traveled by land.
I use
mean-
my feet.
You could make an assumption if you want. Probably like within 3 to 4 days. For most of you guys would probably know that the domain C, if you will, doesn't really get as heavy as the ocean does itself. While there is still storms and stuff like that, it's again for being more of an inland thing. It just doesn't get like as crazy or hectic, and so there's a high possibility of stuff easily going from Baymont to Stormfair pretty safe and somewhat quick.
Like a metro. We'll hop on, hop off.
I mean, we could just do some more stuff in the city, or we could start making our way slowly there. Or we could, I mean, flying we can do in like.
Probably faster, yeah.
In like 2 hours or so, 3 hours.
So
Since we have a direct line anyway to him with Luro here, so we can just go whenever. Like we don't need to pre-travel, I suppose.
okay. So do you guys kind of just want to waste about 3 days or 4 days? Or say for now 4 days until Baymont to Stormfair. So do you guys want to wait till the day of, or do you want to get there a day early, or do you have anything else in mind you would like to try to do?
I mean, I suppose you could get there a day early because then I have my spells back up.
Yeah, that's okay.
In case things get spicy.
Spicy.
I mean, I don't think it will, but in case.
If it does, it's Garbu's fault.
Easily blamed on him.
He's
Well,
not
I guess I'll
here,
just-
can't defend
I guess I'll
us.
just spend like what I will do in these days. I'll just spend the time with Lucy, like showing her things and I don't know, trying to help her figure things out. Ask her like probably the million fucking questions I'm gonna get thrown at my head.
Aw.
So, what do you guys want to do?
Can I work on an 8th arm thing?
Sure. Is this what you want to try to do over the course? Okay.
Can I see if Laura will drink anything that I have in a cup ever again, or no?
He's
So
still
he can try to.
he's still like when you kind of offer to him on stuff, it's just like it's like very questionable. Like he's clearly he still doesn't like quote unquote trust you. But like if you, it's
Well, you
like
got-
kind of like one of those, if you put it on the table in front of him and like scoot over a little bit, he'll like look at it and like smell it or try to taste it or whatever. As long as like nobody's like trying to stop it, you know, or like whatever.
Okay, I'll say I did that for the coffee because it's just more of a morbid curiosity if you'll do that.
Let's Oh, actually no, he actually likes it. He's like, that's really good. This is good, and he drinks more of it. But then, like a couple of minutes later, like he's just wired. Elise is, or not
Well-
Elise, but Lucy's just like getting really annoyed of him as he's just a hyperactive kid.
I just summoned a bunch of fucking dogs and cats and I just make him chase them.
Oh, yeah. There's some of the dogs and cats that are just like tired, and he's still going.
Are you
Yeah,
like I
okay.
just look at them. I'm like, you guys tired? You're fucking fake creatures, spirits.
He's like, I don't fucking know. Oh, meow. Just
Oh.
You don't have to keep up the fucking charade, okay?
that makes me think. It was like, I don't know, Venusaur.
That's a
I don't-
Pokemon.
Oh shit! I'm a
I
Bulbasaur, not a Venusaur.
I didn't just summon
Bulbasaur.
Pokemon.
So, anyways,
Whoops.
Yeah.
and I'm sorry. Were you guys waiting the day of, or just doing 3 days and then travel like the
We're
day
gonna
before?
go the day before, so that I'm
Okay.
gonna have my spell slots up when we get there.
So for 3 days at least,
Laura ran around.
yeah, not eighth, Clarence. Go ahead and make. I can't remember what we did last time. Do you have any note on that? I think it was like you trying to figure out and understand the paperwork, if I remember.
Yes. We did do that last time. I have. Hold on. I have the arm stuff in general. Yeah, I have that one.
Okay.
The last thing we did was the list with the papers, and it was. I think we did intelligence.
So
Just straight.
go ahead and do. I would say go ahead and do another. We'll see first. Go ahead and do another intelligence check, and this is where you were trying to think of prototypes, if you will. Going off of what you already know, this is you trying to see if you can come up with a couple of prototype stuff.
We've rolled twice today.
So Lauro has been up your ass.
Dude, leave me alone.
Like
Sorry,
he
I
is.
gave him lemonade.
So you pretty much get nowhere with that. Go ahead and do it again. This is taking up the other half of the 3 days.
It's gonna be a 1.
If it's another
It can't
one.
be a 1 again.
Oh,
Okay.
a 21.
So
There's
after
one in there.
after like a day or so,
25.
okay. After like a day or so that Laura is kind of chill now, you've gotten on to Aeth about giving him stuff. You were able to like kind of sit
Like a garbage can up when
It's
it comes
like-
to drinks.
while the group might have gone out in the town or whatever. You probably like stayed behind in the room and you just have a couple of papers out. You come up with a couple of different ways to try to work on this. So I will say you have came up with just roll a d4.
1. Ooh, that was
Okay. You came up with one prototype, but you think a lot of this is going to be based off on, like, if anything else down the line, this is what you're going to be basing it off on. So you have paperwork of a prototype that you would like to try. There is some materials that you think you need. And you're going to need for kind of like a test drive as well, just in case if something goes wrong. You would need at least about 5 possible different type of gems. 2 of them are being a little bit pricey, but the others that you might be able to afford. But you need that. You need a couple of, with Garbu's help, you can, a couple of pounds of metal to rework a couple of things to craft some things here and there to try to see what you can do. And I will say for the third kind of thing, this is where probably that nat 1 also kind of comes in a little bit, is you're unsure if the arm he has now, which is pure silver, right? Like there's nothing hollow in it. It's just pure fucking silver. You don't know if it needs to be hollow, like a suit of armor, you know? You don't know if it needs to maybe be hollow or if what he has is fine. So that is still, that's where it's going to take a little bit of experimenting.
sick.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so give me 1 second.
My dog just bumped the door open.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know why she's up here.
Da, 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 da.
What's the point of a baby gate if a dog can just jump over it?
Oh, that's why it's a baby gate, not a dog gate.
I know.
Mhm.
She just learned, and it's been up for 2 years.
Oh, that's awkward. Like we're trying to like have our cat actually jump over, but she hasn't figured that one out yet.
Oh,
We have the opposite problem.
Is that a
Goddamn, I
bad
can't-
thing though?
Yeah, because now we have to open the thing for because she doesn't know how to get past it, and then she goes meow meow meow.
you should make stair. Well, no, the baby could use the stairs.
Because baby,
no.
yeah, exactly. So you can't do that.
What about a ladder, like a rope ladder? Cats
Yeah.
climb.
But then you can have the baby like sort of half hang on to it, and then he like falls off, and then it's like all mess and like.
All right, so we will go 3 days.
Okay.
So we should be on the 7th. Because you guys woke up,
Do-do-do.
you were told about 3 to 4 days. But would that include today? I'm going to say that includes the 4th. So it will be the 6th that you guys are on.
Mm.
You make it to Stormfair. So I will go ahead and...
Is there anything
Okay.
Is there anything like at least spicy in Stormfair?
There's not a lot of... Let me... Okay. There isn't a lot of... Hold on. Where... Is it here? Sorry, anytime I see a word that says Bill, the first thing is Bill Nye the Science Guy. Just Bill.
Bill.
So, anyways, you
Bella.
there's not like a lot of small shops. This is more of just like a really big trading port, if anything. There's like a small like kind of like a general store here or there, but for the most part, you're not coming across much. You do see actually make a just make a well, you have a high passive too. Yeah, we'll go with that.
21.
As you guys are here in Stormfair, again, as kind of like a port town, if you were to ask around, you kind of find out that this is more of just like a trading hub. This is where a couple of big merchants, one of them, they do state Bill as one of the big merchants here. You can see, a bunch of different, looks like mercenaries, but there's some in different kind of like clothing, if you will. Looks like maybe different factions. Maybe they're guarding their boss's trade or materials or stuff like that. Nothing fancy for you, at least.
No curiosities. Hell.
But
That's it.
you do just pretty much find out that it's either somewhere here in Stormfield or somewhere on the islands that you kind of see a little bit scattered around, is Bill's headquarters, where he is like his house or his mansion, his whatever he does operations out of. Like, he is somewhere around in this area. No, never mind. So, you guys do anything while you were here?
I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead.
I was gonna ask if you guys had anything, because like I'm just
Are you
kind
cold?
of. Yep.
I mean, are you ready for talking to your brother?
Not really. No. I don't. The family thing is weird to me. So like, yeah.
I mean, I'd say brother. I'm sorry, I didn't do the
Right.
quotation.
No. Yeah, I get it. It's true, but it's still annoying because it's like, because like you guys are more family than any of those people are.
Thanks.
You're
Wonder if
welcome.
they're all gonna be different races.
Oh God! Don't say that.
Well, I mean, species.
Yeah, but like then that means my dad's a freak.
I mean, maybe your dad like to get freaky. No, I'm just like, I think it's more metaphorical. Like, oh, we're family. Like, this is the way.
Like
we're-
adoption.
I think
Like
you
you
take
adopted them.
I think you take a peach from his tree, if you know what I mean. You follow in his footsteps.
He likes them big
Ah!
girls. Mhm.
Mm. So what you're telling me is
he
that
was a goblin.
your mother was just his mistress and everyone else was the actual.
Ah, my mother was a saint.
Yeah, but maybe she didn't know.
to your father though, that or,
I mean, he obviously like didn't like he went out to get a paper one day and didn't come back, and then my mom died. So it's like, not a great dude to begin with.
maybe he had a bucket list.
You know the only reason I started looking for him?
No,
I just wanted to
No.
ask him why he left.
I mean I guess you get the chance to ask it. Hopefully.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know if like half of what I remember is real or not. You know?
Hmm.
We already know people can mess with memories. We had that whole thing. I spent a lot of time in the library. Very interesting library.
Yeah, I've seen a library too. Thanks, Dad.
I fucking I hate libraries.
Libraries
Well,
are
because you-
amazing.
I mean, I think he hates libraries because he can't read.
Oh yeah. Wait, can he actually not read, or is it because he can't see the letters?
If you
I can't
read
see the
any of my-
letters.
So, but like, could you actually? We have to prove it somehow. I don't know how.
I could read, I just hated going when I was a kid.
He's got tremor shins. We'll get giant rocks shaped like letters and drop them one at a time.
Oh, for God, please don't.
I've heard this like this
I know my
like
alphabets and I know my ABCs. I know
not some paper
numbers.
system that people use.
the
How do you
education.
spell eighth?
AEITH.
I knew he couldn't spell. It's with an EIGHTH. He's wrong. God.
What the? Oh my! I wrote it out how many times over 18 years? Yes, I know how to spell my name.
So,
I don't need you. Don't need you being like my language teacher, telling me I misspelled my name, and then her being like, "Is EF here?"
Look, I got an A+ in common. Don't judge me.
I gotta see. Plus.
so anything else you guys doing while you're here? And I'll say during the travel part from the day of, as you guys went from Raka to Stormfair, Luro said he was going to go see the other side, and he seemed nervous, as he just wanted to make sure that, because he asked you guys before, like, you guys left, like, you guys are going to try to be nice to each other, right?
Yeah, I
What?
think so.
Boy.
Wait, like with our brother, or like with each other?
With our brothers and sisters.
You have a
So,
sister?
yeah, we talked about this.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, we
all
did.
brothers and one sister. Yeah, we like had a whole thing.
There's 2 sisters.
Oh, yeah, too. I can't count. Don't worry.
But you promise you won't, because we're all family, and
I promise we won't start anything. But I reserve the right to defend myself and you, if possible.
okay. I'll go and just talk with them, make sure that they were feeling the same. I would like for us to all be together, but I'll message you when you guys are, or when they're ready. And he kind of just gives everybody a hug, and he kind of like pats Aeth, and then
Fist bump.
he even looks at Lucy, and Lucy's like, I don't know. he tries to go in for a hug, and she's just like sidestepping for a moment.
Oh.
But he goes, and so as you guys are at Stormfair, if there's nothing you guys want to do, right?
I think I've been like keeping an eye these days, not really talking that much to Aid, but I've been keeping an eye on Aid, see if he shows any change in behavior from before. 'Cause I've seen him so much, like the internal reasoning for the DM's sake is like I know something is fishy, but since I'm not gonna get the answer from him, I'm just keeping an eye like that, like see if there's any changes.
Ba- ba-
He
ba-da-da-da.
he seems fine. If you like, once again, it kind of goes back into that your gut versus your head. Your head's telling you everything looks normal, right? He's acting normal, doing things normal. He's interacting with the group as normal, but your gut is just, it's like something you don't know. You can't place it, but something's off. So, but as you guys are in Stormfair and you're starting to think about, where to stay, you get a message from Luro as he's, can you guys are in the town, right? He'll message it to you, Clarence.
We are correct. Are we?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We are.
Yeah, we are. I'm just double checking, like something weird didn't happen.
We left them.
He-
As soon as he
yeah,
left.
I'm pretty
he-
sure that's like an obvious. Like we wouldn't
he-
leave.
He responded, I just wanted to make sure. No, he poofs kind of like in front of you, and he's just,
Holy freaking crap!
I just,
Safe word. Pineapple.
just-
Okay, you say pineapple.
oh, sorry.
Well, no, like I just peed a little. Like I gotta go clean up.
I-
Not mad. It's
I
just surprising.
I didn't want to fall again because
Oh.
that was kind of scary.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. No, you do it how you do it.
They're ready for you now.
Oh. Okay. How do we go?
Brother showed me, and he kind of like pulls up a piece of paper, and there's a couple of places that it looks like there's a name of few of like maybe stores, and it's like directions kind of from there. As it gets like in the nightfall-ish, you guys manage to find a little area and go to where you think you're at, and you kind of come in front of this it's a decent sized building, definitely about 2 to maybe 3 stories tall, a little kind of like side to it, but there's 2 just decent sized double doors, kind of like stable doors, if you will. With this being a kind of like a trading hub, if you will, you could assume that maybe this is just a really tall building. Maybe there's a lot of people in here, or maybe this is like one of those warehouses. So you guys are kind of like standing in the front as Laura is just kind of like standing there. You can see he's nervous. Do you guys do anything before going in?
I'm gonna cast enhance ability on myself for charisma.
Okay.
That's a good idea. Could I see if there's anybody invisible that's like hanging around near the door or like the front of the entrance?
You don't get any sort of feeling. There's as it is kind of getting late, there's still kind of like traffic. It looks like, again, people moving loads from one building or to another and stuff like that, but it's not heavy. It's not like it was earlier in the day. but you don't immediately like in front of the doors. You don't even kind of get any sort of feeling like you don't think somebody's behind the door, like right there. You don't feel like anybody's around. And just to let me go ahead and make Garbu take a long rest.
Oh, geez, critical.
There we go.
Critical health.
Critical
Is
enhance
there-
ability.
Is there anything? Do you guys need anything for him to do?
No.
Okay.
No.
I mean, I'm not gonna go into it as having like a bunch of spells up and showing hostility.
Okay.
I just have advanced ability on.
Yet.
That's it.
So,
'Cause we already know what's gonna happen when I roll.
so if you guys are wanting to, you can look at that. Okay, thank you. So you guys are standing in front of the door. However you guys want to proceed.
Should we knock?
I mean,
No,
We're expected. We should just go in.
yeah, I think we should just go in.
We'll go in.
Okay. As you guys kind of like open the double doors, you can see a little bit of light inside. For our dark vision folks, you know, it's kind of like one of those where you can see stuff in the light, and then as you kind of go, like it gets a little bit hazy as the colors kind of slightly change, going from light to dark, if you will. But nothing seems out of the ordinary. You can see there looks to be like a it's kind of like as you guys like start to step in, there is boxes everywhere. Some towering pretty high. There's no second or third level. It's just a really big ass building. There's boxes stack up pretty high. There's some a little bit like a medium height and low to the sides. Again, a little bit of lights, kind of lanterns, if you will, about here and there. But you can see just past like this middle section where you open the door, so straight away, and you can see what looks like at the like an end round table. But that's kind of like all you can see in this immediate thing. So I assume you guys proceed in.
Am I picking anybody up as we walk in to that end table? Like that we can't see?
You can hear just like what sounds like a little bit of noise, like
All of us or just him?
kind of like him a little bit as he's trying to go off of the noise. You know, there's a little bit of like squeaks kind of here or there, but since you're kind of trying to focus about the table, it does appear to be sounds like something is near the table. But again, you for the group, you can really only see just one, barely a side of the table. So there's like a chair or two, kind of empty chair or two, kind of there. So
Should we like go sit down?
isn't there only one chair?
Should I?
Just one or two.
there's like two empty chairs that you guys can see. You
Then
may
you can go sit
quote
down.
unquote you may not really be able to see the second chair, but there's like two chairs there.
Just go sit down. You can sit down. It's who is gonna do the talking.
Okay. I'll go sit down.
Somebody's actually sitting there that's already invisible.
The chair's a mimic.
Oh God, no! Don't sit there.
Not my butt! Not my butt!
The first thing it goes
So-
for. His butt.
As you guys start walking in, Laura, you know, he does turn around to like shut the doors, and as you guys like walk in, passing just the corner of that middle section, seeing more of the table, and you can see a blue cloaked tiefling, red in color, kind of like whitish, a little bit of a hint of a blonde, if you will, of hair. Anybody want to make a history check? You may. You
Oh,
can
no.
too,
Not
AF.
me.
You can too, AF.
Yeah! Let's go!
Hold
Yeah!
on. Hold on.
Ah!
Hold on.
Ah! There we go, fella! Woo!
I
I'm gonna
was
do it again.
I would say you could save it if you want. It's up to you.
Ooh, 17. Let's go, baby.
Wait, save what? Save the 20?
No, if you
No,
want to
save
save
the-
Flash of Genius.
Oh,
You
I'll
don't
save
need it.
Flash.
I
then,
mean,
yeah.
if
I didn't
you,
know.
I'm,
Wait, am I
I'm
gonna get anything worthwhile of 33 as opposed to a
Let's
29?
go!
no, like,
I'll save it.
Bah!
yeah,
I'll
the, I will only tell you to save it if it's like something that you didn't have to try that hard, maybe.
Yeah.
Unless you want to get 30 or past
No,
30.
I'm okay.
I feel like this is one of those scenarios you might want to save it later. I don't know, but
I'll
anyways.
save it. I'll save it.
Yeah!
Um,
Bella's very concerned why I got so excited.
AF,
Did you get excited because of the 20?
No, I got excited for the fact that I can roll a history when you guys usually do, and I don't.
AF, he sounds a little bit familiar, kind of unable to place it. Elise, Clarence. This looks like that same tiefling that bumped into you guys in Baymont asking about what happened. And if everything was okay, and then
Oh, I remember now.
went off. As he's just... Greetings, brother and friends. Unfortunately, the place I have chosen didn't have that many seats, so I can only offer you 2. As he's not even sitting in a good chair; it's just like a stump, if you will, like a 3-stool chair, and he's just like kind of sitting at it a little bit cross-legged and just.
Well,
if-
you know our names. It's only fair if we know yours, right?
That is true. As he stands up, and he stands almost like around like Elise's height. And he's just, if greetings are indeed in order, my name is Gardos. Gardos.
Carry those.
Almost like
Shut up.
I was gonna say it.
As
Is he a sparkling one?
he is
Shiny, he's a
red.
shiny.
He's a
He's a
shiny.
shiny.
He's a shiny. Let's get him.
Like you
I
see
mean,
at least like
he's-
get like
he-
a ball with an M on it.
He is in blue
don't know what
robes.
that's-
You know, it could be him kind of. Anyways.
Oh, so there's this one, like a blue with yellow. We haven't gone into combat yet, so if I throw it, it's like it might give it.
Yeah.
You know, the edge.
That one. That
So,
one. We can't waste a master ball on
but
a shiny Gyarados.
he kind of bows just a little bit as he then stands straight back up and goes back to sitting down. This table isn't too big itself. It's almost like it's big enough for maybe if 3 normal sized people wanted to try to play some cards. But like kind of
So it's
butt
like an end table.
kinda, but it's like the button elbows too a little bit, so it's not a big table. But he sits back down and it's just hopefully we can keep this conversation civilized. It was pressed pretty hard as he gestures to Loro, who's kind of like a little bit in the shadows part. But you can see he's like, it's almost like he's just kind of like wanting to stay back from this scenario. He's nervous. And he, to try to speak. So, how was your trip? Here.
Do you really want to do small talk? I'm not trying to be rude, but honestly, we both want answers to some questions, I think.
No, that is fair.
Uneventful. We flew. You heard Elise from the back.
He's
In-
yeah, he's right.
Sheesh.
Well, yeah,
he
sort of.
he kind of does a little bit of a nodding. He's just, but you're right. This is me trying to push past a little bit of animosity that I might have towards you and what you might have towards me.
I genuinely feel nothing towards you in a positive or negative manner. I don't know you. I don't know what's going on. Uh, I'm not gonna give you all my cards about why I'm here, but it's safe to say I want to know more about the whole situation. Uh, I'm
What-
sure we both have our own wants.
What is it that you know about father and mother,
You happy,
or parents?
you happy, don't you?
I know what I remember, and
And
I
that
know
is,
a normal childhood up to a certain age. Father left, mother passed in an accident, and I wandered looking for father for years till I found these people. We started up and started helping each other solve our problems.
why did you go looking for him?
To ask him a question.
And it's not trying to regroup with him to go over more experimentations.
I think before I answer any other questions, I've given you some answers. Could I have some as well?
I guess we can do one at a time. An answer for an answer. Question for question.
That's fair.
All right, go ahead.
Are my memories real?
How do I know?
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
I'm not good at this. Oh no.
Can we make insight checks
Oh
too?
my god, what is this game? Holy
Never mind.
fuck.
That
Yeah, you're like this is like the skills balancing out after so many net ones.
I don't understand. Let's okay.
he generally would not know
Damn it.
if what your memories could be, as he's just, I would have no idea what you'd have gotten yourself into after, before. Let's just say I wasn't around. As like his sharp nails kind of like generally like tap on the table.
It's like, and he just sits in the back. I think what he's trying to say is like, does what like his mother dying, does it line up with what you recall?
I'll be a gentleman, allow that as a continuation of your question.
It was an addendum.
You just got lawyered.
Mother did die, yes. You remember the accident. Which would lead into my question. Did you cause the accident?
I remember. I'm asking out of character. I remember walking up to it, but I don't know for sure that I didn't cause it. Right? Or is that.
You have no idea.
Okay.
It's like one of those, there's different scenarios that you've put into your mind that you've kind of like suppressed. You may not know which one came first.
Okay. To be honest with you, I don't know the series of events, but I do remember stumbling up to the ashes, up to the wreckage. I feel like in my heart, if I had been there and done it, I wouldn't have gone up to it after.
You may ask one.
What's with all the powers? I combust and explode. Luro is a secret assassin ninja. Uh, you guys all speak telepathically. Like, what's with that?
You can see, like, he pauses and ponders for a moment, trying to maybe think. I'll even continue with your insight that you done. It almost looks like he isn't sure if he wants to tell the truth or if he doesn't know how to put it. He's simply put, it's experimentation at its finest.
Addendum? You're referring to Father then?
You asked me about the powers, and I told you that's how we have them.
Fair.
We all have different things. None of us are alike. Luro is the only one, for an example, who can teleport to anywhere he sees fit. But it seems a little bit limited. With a little bit of research that I've done, there is a high-level spell that does the same thing.
Damn it, my spell's Fireball.
But again, limited as
Jealousy.
only he can do it himself. He can't take anybody with him. It's only him.
I see. Your turn.
Do I pick up anyone that's like close by while these two are playing 20 questions against each other?
You can make
Besides-
a survival check.
Okay. Thought I was proficient. Well, I got a 15.
Hard to tell. You think, a little bit again of like, as the, what is the weather like? It's like, right? Okay. As the weather, kind of like a little bit of wind as it kind of pushes against the building, and it kind of creaks a little bit. Again, you hear like little bits of pieces of what maybe sounds like a mice or a mouse or two. But you're not picking up something like somebody else besides the people around you.
Okay. All right.
Are you working with Father? Is that why
No.
you...
I know that this is super quick, but like, no, like, bro, like, come on, man. But wait, really? Like, that's what you think? Honestly?
The fact that you being the...
God, don't say the golden child.
You being the sixth child out of us,
That is a lie.
Parents were
we
really
haven't
close,
had any of this problem, this circumstances, until you arrived. Father seemed to put a lot of attention to you. Maybe he's found what he's looking for and needed to eliminate some loose ends.
Well, I can honestly say, no, I'm not working with Father. I have spoken to him once since he left. And it was 2 sentences, correct? It wasn't just one.
It was once
Like-
because Garbu did it the first time,
Yeah, that's true.
and then you did it after.
Yeah. We didn't talk for long, and he certainly didn't seem happy.
No, but what were the words? Get stronger.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think terms of endearment or something. I don't know, man. Listen, I really, really wish I had met him and had gotten to, well, ask him why he's kind of a piece of shit, but I haven't, and I don't.
No, you wish you did not meet him. Because when you
Well-
do, you would wish you have not.
I'm not going to say why, because that'd be my question, and I'm not stupid. I'm dumb.
Like I'm drawing a huge pile of shit, and then an arrow like that, like Clarence is dead, and just show it to Lucy and Garbu.
How about this? My friends are with me. They're a part of this. Can I give one of my questions to them each so they can at least be a part of this? That'd be fair.
I mean, they're more
sure-
than welcome.
I'm sure they want to know, and I fill them in on everything. That's the truth.
If they have something they would like to say, they may say it freely.
Elise, do you want to go first?
Do you want to kill him?
Kill who, if I may
Your
retort?
father.
Yes.
Just do it.
Laura will react to that.
Laura looks down.
I figured as much.
Again, sorry, Laura, but you know my intentions and our intentions. But again, I plan to keep you out of that situation. Laura just kind of like lightly nods. If I may ask something a little bit off topic, he's been telling me you guys have been treating him well. Who's Aeth?
Yes.
I point. I point. I point.
Immediately, I point too.
Lucy also points. Garbu also points. Everyone.
Everybody's pointing.
There's a
Yes.
clear buzz sound.
he stands up very kind of like not in a rush, not in some quick action movement, just he stands up, kind of fixes his wardrobe and slowly walks around the table and gets kind of close to Aeth. Like
I'll take the glasses off.
you take him off and he still kind of approaches and gets a little bit face to face and he's just, I'm gonna ask you nicely once. Stop freaking him out.
I
No,
wasn't trying
no.
to.
Time out. You don't get to go over to my friends and talk to them like that when you won't defend Luro from our siblings. We know what happened in that room, and we know you could have stopped it.
You
Sorry,
know what Luro's told you. And I've handled the other situation with our brother.
In what way? I think that's a fair ask.
He's still alive, if that's what you want to know.
That's
but he
Variant.
needs to learn his place. We do not hurt family. You, we are unsure if you are working with father, and thus you were our target. Because if we got to you, and he kind of, well, I like to lean in, but he shouldn't be. He takes a little bit of a step away from AF. The closer we get to father. AF, you can feel kind of like a tail as it kind of like touches your side, and it like kind of like circles your blade a little bit, knowing that he is still.
I had my hand on the blade too, so
Yeah,
that,
so it's
that
like
makes-
it's like he's telling you to like quit it. It's very weird. He's not paying attention to you anymore, but he's still sending you kind of like a physical threat. As he then starts to walk away and goes back and sits.
Did I notice it?
From your position, probably not. From almost everybody else, they probably could have easily seen it. But he goes back to sit at the table. So it seems as though you are telling the truth, that you really do not have any intentions on working with father. Correct?
Correct.
You don't remember anything about the incident with mother? If you want, you can try a history check with disadvantage.
I was trying not to sneeze. I wasn't being frozen.
Well, your sneeze allowed you to have a roll, so
Sweet.
let it out.
I would,
I hate when you have to have a sneeze and then you're like, you know what, I'm
And
gonna
it
try to
goes away.
sneeze.
dude, it's
And it
right
just-
here.
Yeah.
Oh my
Sea
god.
biscuit.
History correct? Wow, that
Yeah.
hurts.
History with disadvantage.
Ooh. Is that alt?
I think it's control.
Alt Cunningham.
17? That's actually.
Nice.
You know what? I didn't use it earlier, so I could save it for this.
Oh,
I mean, I have-
genius!
I have 2 more, but that's a 21, I believe.
Okay.
Wow. Oh god.
You try to
why I feel like
dive
that.
deep into your memory and try to push some of those circumstances out of the way, and you're kind of left with 2 that you're unsure of. You remember searching the room while it's kind of like smoking and a little bit of fire here and there, and you remember seeing it from outside.
I remember 2 things. I remember seeing it from the outside, and I remember frantically searching the ruins. I don't remember an order. And frankly, even if I did, I don't know that I would tell you. I think that if I answer these questions wrong, you're going to try to kill me.
For a little bit of context, Mother was a very wonderful soul.
I am well aware.
She cared for all of us. Even though Father kept replacing us one by one, she cared for us all.
He's an adult, correct? Like a fully grown adult,
Yes.
not like a young. Okay. I look, man. I get it. I've done a lot of growing over the years, and I've had to deal with the trauma of mom passing. But you're an adult now. I am aware this is a family, and you take care of your siblings. all but one apparently. And I'm just a little confused, I guess, on like the grudge, the hatred. Like, you don't know me. You might follow me, but you don't know me.
And you don't know all of us and what we have to go through. And
How
then
long's it
you
been?
showed up.
How long's it been? Since you were with father and mother, how long has it been?
Years.
Right? And in all that time, you didn't think once that me, the golden boy, the guy that you guys are all jealous of, I don't have problems. I don't have fears, pains, hurts. I don't miss mom.
You were never shoved in the basement with the rest of us.
You're right. Sorry. I didn't want that to happen to any of you, and I couldn't have stopped it. Why take it out on me? Why not take it out on father?
Because you are his prized possession. To be fair, it's not really against you. Well, if you did kill Mother, as he kind of like, in a weird way, you can see like a dagger kind of like just appears in his hand, kind of twirls it for a second, disappear again, and it's just, if you did kill Mother, that would be our grudge against you. But you seem to be a little bit confused about what happened, but let's just say I believe you. I think you're telling the truth. I don't think you have an absolute reason to do such a horrible act. The rest of it is just more about who likes you the most. We want Father. Father wants you. We get you, we get him. End of story.
I don't think father wants me.
You're right, you still have a lot of learning and growing up to do.
Exactly.
Tell you what, though. You say you're not trying to work for him. You're not trying to go back to him. Let me ask this. What do you want to ask? If I may pry.
Do I have to answer that?
I'm just curious. I would like to know before I give you a family offer, if you will.
I'll give you an answer if you let Eighth ask his question.
Mr. Aeth, please.
Alright. Are you willing to sacrifice your siblings to get revenge on your father?
Unfortunately, no. I was not born with a cruel heart. My methods might seem cruel, but I care for each and every single one of my siblings. I have to be methodical on how things are done. I set rules and boundaries for us to all follow. We do not go after each other. We try to support each other. When I found out that Laura was joining your group, when he was supposed to be watching you from a distance, I didn't get upset. I told him if that's what he wished, he can. I told him I still like information. Maybe he can find out more. Maybe this is a good opportunity for all of us to learn who our younger brother really is. I've heard nothing but good news. To my surprise, you've treated him kindly. Seems as though he did bail you out of a situation that I am a little bit nerved that he got put into it, but he reassured me that it was on his own free will. He was trying to help his friends.
We talking about falling off the cliff thing, or are we talking about?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, double checking. Just double checking.
But I respect that. I care for the safety of my family. And the way you talk and the way you've been acting, I am relatively close of adding you to that same standard.
I
So
have a
no,
caveat.
I don't plan to sacrifice any of my brothers or sisters to do this cause. If I have to die to get him to be dead, then I'll be willing to take that sacrifice. But I won't do it for my family.
Do I believe him?
I don't know. Do you believe me?
I don't know. I will see.
Well,
Okay, it's yeah.
You think he's... He seems like he... Through this entire time, he's been processing on whether if some information should be shared or if he should lie about it, but he's been relatively trying to speak the truth the entire time. He so far hasn't seemed to maybe have a reason to do anything otherwise. So, he asked his question. What would have been your question?
well, I'll give you your answer first. Honestly, I think there's quite a few questions I'd ask him now, but what started the whole thing was, why'd you leave? I know you think that I was babied and I had it perfect. I still missed it. I still wanted the family. Same as you. Same as Luro, same as every single one of us.
Okay. Anybody else have any sort of questions they would like to ask?
Yeah, one more thing about the whole if I killed mom thing. So, like, you guys assume that father controls me, or you did until now.
I'll be frank, we believe that whatever his reasons are, you work with him. Maybe not being controlled, but you want whatever he wants. It would only make sense after Mother died that you went out seeking him. Maybe you wasn't ready enough. Maybe he's been training you. Again, he does want you to be stronger, better than what you are now. So clearly he's waiting on something. And before this conversation, intentions to seem as you're just trying to do what you can to get stronger. But maybe you're afraid of dying. Maybe you don't want to do it by yourself and tagged along with these other individuals to possibly help you do such a feat. It is easier to become stronger with a crowd than it is by yourself.
that why you're with the siblings? Is that why you kept everybody together and tried to make your own little family so you could get stronger?
No. I kept us all together so that we wouldn't face some sort of destruction on our own. Besides me, nobody else really knows how the real world worked. Nobody was put through the grueling task that I was put through. So I'm here trying to keep us together to survive. And we all agreed. I didn't force anybody, but we all agreed, besides Loro here, to seek some sort of retribution for what we've been put through.
Why should I believe you over father? Why should I you know what I'm saying? Like, look, to me, you just showed up. You're telling me all this stuff. You already suspect me. You've tried to have me killed. You've had me followed. You see what I mean? Can you understand from my perspective why this is very surreal and a complex situation? There are layers here that I just can't get over.
Well, I think you've just been put into a crossroads where you don't have a choice. Now, you can walk out of here. My intentions, as I said earlier, were to keep things civil. If you want to go and believe Father, if you want to go and find him, listen to him, reunite what you had, what you lost, you can do that. Just rest assured, after today, you will be continued looked as an enemy amongst us. Now, if you want to help us, to get him to come out of the darkness, and while yes, he will need to face his judgment, I'm sure a lot of us would have questions that we would like to ask. We all have questions. Mine, I no longer care about hearing. We would find answers to our questions, and then he would be put to death. Plain and simple. And you wouldn't have to meet that same fate. You
Insight
would
check.
go ahead. You would be part of us, your family. He still seems questionable since he wants to bring up the fact of still, like, why should I believe you guys? So he's telling it the way it is in hopes that he would understand the situation that he's slowly getting into. And it's kind of like you're in no man's land and you need to figure out what side you really want to be on.
How do we know you're not planning to kill Clarence after you get your revenge on your father?
Why would I need to kill him? If I got what we all wanted, which was Father's death, why would I care about what Clarence does?
Would
Say,
that satisfy?
well, we'll say there's a trigger phrase, some sort of targetable way that father could make me detonate. And that's how mother died. Hypothetical. I didn't choose to do it. I didn't want to do it. I didn't have any option. Would you still kill me?
To be fair, I wouldn't put it past him.
No.
That doesn't answer my question.
I'm just letting you know. It doesn't. I wouldn't put it past him to have probably something like that up his sleeve.
Yeah, but would you still kill me for that?
I would look at it as though you didn't do it on your own free will. That is what I believe amongst us. We all have our own decisions, but they do come with repercussions. Would I kill you? No. I don't know, maybe I'll punch the shit out of you. Excuse my language, but
No, that's fair.
I don't think I'd kill you.
Yeah. No, that's completely fair. Look, I think that you think there are worlds apart between us, but I think we're a lot more similar than either of us wants to really let on.
Well, that's why I'm a little bit thankful that we decided to have this and we didn't have to have a showdown.
Yeah, you would have got messed up. Elise is a psycho. I've seen her literally stab a guy in the knee with an arrow. It was weird.
Shoot a guy in the knee with an arrow.
I've heard about y'all's adventure.
Stab a guy in
I
the
will
knee
say
with an
it's
arrow.
questionable on a lot of things, but it doesn't sway our decision. Honestly, if Father had something set up, your friend probably be something that we would like to have on our side.
Yeah. No, I agree. I don't want to fight her. She would straight up kill me. She killed one of us already, technically. Well, I mean, he gave up, but yeah.
So, I'll ask this final question. Do you want to help us to stop Father? Or do you want to find out more from him? I'll even throw in a third option. You can just stay out of this entirely and forget everything about him. But be kind of hard to do as he knows where you are. He knows where all of us are.
You guys want to pitch in your opinions? If you want me to drop this all together, I'm okay with it. I don't know that my answer is ever going to be given.
It's your choice. What do you think you want to do?
If I joined the team, do we have a name? Is there
Team-
like a name? Is there like a cool name?
Team kill your dad?
Yeah, like no, that's terrible. That's bad name. We don't want that name.
We are not a team, just a family.
Oh yeah, so family patricide is what we're calling ourselves. No, I'm just look. That's what it is. It's patricide. We're killing
I mean,
our dad.
that's a better team name than
Yeah,
Team
it's
Kill Your
it's like
Dad.
a metal band. Patricide. Yeah.
Continue with your point,
Patricide.
please.
Oh,
Sorry.
would would I still be able to do this stuff? You have rules. You have regulations. That very clear. I don't want to lose my free will, and I don't want to have to put my siblings above my family, if you get my drift. I want them to be even.
You can continue traveling with your group as you see fit. But give us a good decent amount of time to set something up, and then hopefully when you and maybe your group are ready, we can spring it.
That sounds fair. One last question from me. Does that have anything to do with like the weird, crazy undead dragons and like the fair thing where we all got effed up and had to fight this death orb guy that just straight up killed people?
I've read a few stories here and there, but that seems like something entirely different.
Just double check it. Covering all bases.
that seems like something that father wouldn't cross. Not saying the dragon thing. I've seen, not that he thinks that, but I've seen let's just call it a memo or two of something. But nothing of like that. So
do we hug now? Like, is there like a high five thing? You're gonna give me like a pat on the back because you're my big brother? I don't.
he
No, he's gonna stab you.
he stands up and he kind of like looks at you, and you can feel like his gaze like really looking into you, and he's just, so are you going to help your family or your father?
Oh yeah, family. I thought we cleared that up. Like I'd do it, but you just had to let me have it with my
As
boys.
you're doing that, he does like his mouth like his hand like this, like quiet, and he looks at Luro and just kind of nods. Luro nods as well, and hey, if you kind of pick this up first, and then everybody else kind of sees it, where it looks like an arrow was launched from.
Do I have a reaction?
No, not yet.
Dang it.
It looks like an arrow was launched from like the center stack at one of the lamps, as it just hits it and it goes out, like kind of busts a little bit, but there's no like fire erupting or something. It's just like it goes out entirely. And you see Luro on the other side as he quickly takes the other lantern out. And you hear a whisper, and he's like, you got a second before you need to move over here.
I move over there.
Do all of you move, or
Are we supposed to move as well?
like he said it
I don't know.
in a way like to you guys to like, this is your reaction. Do you want to do something, or do you want to like move? Like there was a lot of quick, an arrow being launched. Luro kind of like quickly went to the other lantern to quickly put it out, so it's like it's going dark in this room, in this warehouse.
This feels like it was planned.
And you hear him as he says like, you got a second for you guys to move.
Can I cast Armor of Agathist on myself?
Is that what your reaction you want to do?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Elise? Clarence moved.
I don't know what I want to do. I'm like, man.
And while you're
Okay, I'll
thinking
just-
of that, what does Garbu do?
He's
I think
probably gonna...
Garbo would probably follow Clarence.
Should we roll a wisdom check? Or
I would, he would
intelligence
follow.
check?
He would follow you.
He would follow. Yeah, he would follow you. I'm pretty sure he would follow you. Yeah.
Okay.
If it's dark, he won't be able to tell what I do, will he?
He's got
It-
dark vision.
Yeah.
We all,
he-
we,
Oh, yeah,
everyone
that's
has dark
true,
eh,
that's
vision.
true.
yeah,
I forgot.
everybody but
What?
AF.
Oh,
But I got tremor sense, so I can literally
Yeah,
tell
so
where you
it's
guys are.
it's the same regardless.
Yeah.
So it's just up to Elise now. If two moved,
I would
one
take-
kind
I
of
would
is
take
casting.
I would take Lucy's hand and I would diagonally move away from it into their direction.
Okay. As so, the four of you moved. Aeth, you cast Armor of Agathist. Within that moment, as you kind of cast, you hear as the two doors open up, and you can see what appears to be three. Well, you hear 3 knights as they are in the doorway with a lantern. As you guys are looking, you see Gardos as he just has his hand over his mouth, looking at you guys. You can hear, all of you can hear a very familiar, as another lighter footsteps come in. This was the place that I think they were at. And they, hey, you, come here, as they are shouting to you, Aeth.
I'll cast Mask of Many Faces and change my appearance to a stereotypical librarian, human librarian.
Make a sleight of hand check because you're doing that in front of them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I would.
Because
No.
you're in front of them. They only see you.
Oh, they only see me. Okay, then I'll just. I can't do it then. That wouldn't. Okay. Yes.
Come here.
What could I help you with, sir?
What are you doing here?
Oh, I was just getting some reading materials. I'm sorry. I didn't realize. Is there a curfew? I can leave if you want me to, sir.
Why are you here in the dark?
Well, I prefer not being too much of a disruption with getting my materials.
What?
There was light, but then
No library.
the
Blind kind of library.
Yep.
So you're trying to read in the dark?
No. I was seeking out some materials to take note of that so I can come back later in the daylight to read it.
Make a deception check.
Oh, yep. Oh, that's a 12.
As you're saying that, the other voices. I think I might have had the wrong building. I don't know this individual, but we can search another. I think they are around here. Yeah,
Who are you talking?
hold on for a second. Do you know any kobolds that you've seen recently around here?
No, I haven't seen a cobalt.
Make one more deception check.
That's a lie. I can't see.
Technicality.
That is true.
Technicality.
He has not seen any kobolds ever.
Well, I don't know about ever. That might be a stretch,
it's-
but
That might be a stretch, but okay. Okay, that's a 13.
okay. So
On their insight, I'm gonna assume, because I know now that I hear the word kobold, I will minus that guy's insight with a 5.
okay.
Nice.
Let me just check. What we got?
Man.
Okay. And
I really want to go out there holding a book, going, "Yeah, man, I really appreciate you coming in here." Like when I have dark vision. Like,
the other entity is just. I think I saw something over there, and like two of them turned and like, come on, let's go check it out. And that entity kind of heads off with the two, and there's one still just, you can tell he's still standing in front of you, Aeth, and he's just. If you happen to hear anything about a kobold, you need to let the judges know. Turns around and walks away.
kobolds that rare?
I shut the doors.
They're looking for Garbu.
Yeah, but like, there's no other cold kobolds like in the town. Like,
As
I think they're probably looking for
once
every
once they
kobold in town.
once they kind of go away, Gardos is just. Sorry about that. Think of it as a safety measure in case you guys chose not to be friendly.
You gave them information about.
Yes and no.
Here's my ground rule. Garby's untouchable. I don't care what you do to me. I don't care what you do to father. Garbu's untouchable. Is that clear?
And why do you think I asked you all to move?
Just setting boundaries.
Understood. Sisters, you can come out. We gotta move. And you guys can see, not that one, this one, who kind of comes around from the other side of the kind of like heavy stacks in the center. A little bit of stumbling, if you will, but you can see what looks like a dark elf female with kind of like short grayish hair, as she kind of comes around and just
Keeping the trend going.
looks at all of you, and then does look at you for a good bit, Clarence, kind of just like getting a mental image. And you guys can hear from the other side of you, against one of the walls, a door that opens up, and you can see a semi-armored another female with like long black hair, some of them being braided, as she kind of comes out, a elf as well, but she of just kind of like plain skin color, as she kind of comes out, does the same thing, look at everybody, kind of stares at Clarence for a bit, understanding features and stuff like that, and then they both kind of get close to Gardos, and he's just, we'll make sure they are away from you guys, but you should be fine. If you want, stay here for a moment, do what you need, and we'll be on our way. Think of this as a show of good faith. While yes, could say it was a trap, you guys are formidable and shows how serious we are about this. He does a slight nod to all of you. Thank you for your understanding, and little brother, please keep an eye on Laura. I'm sure by now you know how he is.
I will protect him with my life.
Kind of walks over and gives him like a side hug, and just kind of like that same hand kind of like ruffles his hair a little bit, and he kind of seems to like enjoy that for a moment. He's just, we'll be off. We'll be heading back to Baymont. I am aware that one of you are not welcome there, but that is where we think somewhere in the north Father may be hiding at. So we can set up a few different locations, traps, different areas. Maybe keep it guessing. And when everything is said and done, we'll let you guys know.
That sounds agreeable. Does anybody have any objections on the team? Nope. Okay. Yeah. We'll hang out later. I got your phone. Oh, sorry.
Keep in mind, you will be the bait, but you won't be hurt.
Yeah, I like to do this thing where I just go invisible when I get scared. It works till they see you, and then it doesn't work.
That is, hopefully we'll keep that in mind. Anyways, we're going to go meet back up with our other brother. By the way, and he gestures towards the light elf, and this is Valruel, Valruel, And then he gestures over to the other one, the dark elf, and this is Valrin.
Oh god, I'm gonna mess this up.
Yeah, VELRAEN.
Your parents just hated the encyclopedia and the dictionary.
It said, can you do that one again? I'd fucked.
I'll post them both. I'm gonna
Okay.
post them all in chat.
That's like no shot, bro.
Now,
They just
I'm
become
just-
the
they just-
twins. They're like the twins, but not really the twins.
They just puked up like vocabulary, like the language.
now, I'm sure you've met Tim before, from what I heard. But again, he will make sure he knows his boundaries. Since you're welcome into the fold, our rule states the same. We do not hurt each other. Not intentionally and not accidentally. Try your best to not, if it's accidentally. If you have a problem with any of our decisions or choices, you flip a coin. If you can't agree on, let's say, going left or right, you flip a coin. Simple as that.
I gotta insight that. That just seems ridiculous.
But he kind of gives you a brief description of your last brother, which is in fact the same Kenku that you guys met in Eastbourne with the flaming arm.
Hold on. I didn't. No, that wasn't me. I didn't. Don't do it. Don't
Told
do
you
it.
so. Elisa doesn't say anything. Told you so.
No,
You-
this is
you're-
not vindication.
Telling me I'm
No.
wrong, but I was fucking right.
This is not
Fuck you.
vindication.
my!
This is
Fuck
not.
you all.
Do not. Why did you give her
God
the?
damn it.
I win.
This is
Fuck
your
Elisa.
fault,
Why
dude.
would you say it
This
was
is
somebody
your
else?
fault.
Elisa's like,
This
I
is
win.
your fault.
Of all fucking
Oh.
people.
Elise looks at Lucy. I was right.
Hey,
Tell them.
Lucy's just like confused about everything that's happening.
Just clap and say I'm right.
you're right. You're right.
Do not
you.
encourage her.
Kinku guy, lady, bird, person.
No, he's not here. He's the one
Oh,
who
okay.
brought the guards and then led the guards off.
Damn it.
Oh,
Because-
that petty bitch.
Because
Motherfucker.
you guys could pretty much guess what happened was he was the one who was supposed to bring them here, and if you guys were fighting, like, these guys would have came in. If it was dark, he understood that, you know, this is a no-go, and that's why he was like, no, they're over there. And he took off that way.
Hey, wait, was he going to kill me that night when she tried to kill him? Is she right? Was she right?
I mean, I didn't try to kill him. I just tried to like tell him fucking what the fuck's up.
You did try to kill him.
No, if I wanted to kill him, I would have kept attacking him. You couldn't have stopped me.
That's true. We couldn't. She's a freak of nature. It's scary.
He was supposed to leave the message to warn you the path that you're taking is not a very wise path of searching for father.
Was he the brother that attacked Laura?
He does seem to have a little bit of a temper on him.
I'll remember that.
I mean, we didn't.
Well,
we didn't
keep in
exactly-
mind his punishment was severe for what he's done.
and
He's a
that
part of the
was
family.
what exactly?
Something you don't want to know. Just keep in mind,
Torture.
Wet
we do not
socks.
hurt each other. He broke the
This is
rule.
torture.
While we do not kill each other, he will face, and he did face the consequences. So,
They changed the Wi-Fi password.
anyways, we're off. We'll make sure, like I said, they're not around. You guys stay here for a moment. You'll get a message from Luro that everything is clear. Well, sisters, we're off. Luro, if you'd be kind to come with me, and after a little bit, you can go where you see fit. Luro he seems more better now that everybody's like on the same page. There's nobody who was hurt. So yeah, that's fine. I'll be back, guys. And they venture out.
I cast Mirror.
Gardos goes and shuts the doors, and you can hear them. If anybody like tries to listen in, they're not trying to be quiet about it, but they're trying to discuss like what routes would be best to try to keep these guards away when you guys come out. So they're making a game plan. So you guys are left in the darkness.
I can I'll go up to Garbu and cast invisibility on him, if that to add to us being safe.
There. I want
You
to
don't
cast
you don't
Elder
have to
Stealth.
you don't have to do it at this second, but if you want to do it, I'm just letting you know. If you
When
want
we
to do
leave.
it, yeah,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you leave.
Well, yeah.
As we just sit there, just say like, huh, told you so.
All right, look,
I-
I'm sorry.
Why?
You were right.
God.
Can we
Well,
leave it?
of all the people.
You gave
Damn
it
right.
to him.
Damn right. Also, I
This is
fucked up
almost
that
worse than us
real fucking good.
getting attacked by them.
Yeah, you know, it's like no one sneaks around and it's like, oh, I'm just a hunter. It's like, fuck off. I mean, I was also shady, but I fucked him.
Hey,
But I was shady because he left a message, so that made me be shady because he was shady. So I'm vindicated. Anyway, I was right. I look at Lucy. I'm like, whenever someone is sneaking around and being shady, you fuck him up.
But the gaslight.
Ah.
So, anyways,
Okay.
some time has passed as you guys, or do you guys do anything else while you're in there?
I just gloat. Just sitting there like I'm just like, ha.
I
I just-
die
I'm
a
ju-
little inside.
I'm just sitting there like with a big smile on my face, knowing that I was right.
Okay.
I just die a little on the inside.
Good.
So it's been about kind of like 10 to 15 minutes. Clarence, you do get a message from Laura. He's just, Big Brother told me to let you know that they have them on the other side of town and seem to have stopped their search for the night. You guys can leave and I can try to regroup later. I'll continue to help Big Brother to make sure they don't find you guys.
Sweet. Thank you. Bye. And then I make a fart noise.
Yeah, we skipping town or what?
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay,
This
let's just like I mean,
sucks.
we have 5 armor spells. We can just like literally make our way back to the city like in like 2 hours.
Should we
Um,
probably let Laurel know so he doesn't go?
No, because it's funny if he falls down
Teleport
again.
to me. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. I like it.
Instead, it was gonna be a little while.
Yeah,
So-
but like let's see if he waits 2 hours because then like at some point he's gonna like teleport and go like
So you guys all go.
Okay.
You guys go to the door, and as you open it, there is almost like a circle formation of these individuals on the door with their weapons drawn. And there's one kind of like standing in the middle. All right, whatever you doing, come out now.
Garber would be invisible at this point, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You can tell
Whoa.
that these do not appear to be judge bringers for sure.
what do they look like?
They're more equally colored in this type of same uniform that you would have got, like, okay, there's a couple of, like I said earlier, mercenaries that look like they're dressed certain ways or colored in certain ways, probably factions guarding their their supplies or their trades or whatever. This kind of fits like the same thing.
I'm sorry, we were.
I don't
What
need
we doing
excuses. Just get out now.
Well,
We're getting out. We're getting out.
so they're standing in a circle, right?
It's kind of like, if this is the door, kind of like a U shape, if you will, but a little bit
Okay,
outwards.
perfect. Do you want to make an exit?
Probably not do it hostilely.
No.
Aeth,
Yes.
just make a history check.
Oh shit.
Or an insight. I might give you an insight. I might give you the option.
I'll do insight. Natural 20.
Fuck my life. What's up with all these natural 20s today?
What the? Yeah, either natural 20 or natural ones.
As you hear Elise giving you, like, this, like, should we, how do we want to bail type thing, as she's kind of like whispering and murmuring it to you guys. That voice sounds very familiar.
Oh, fuck.
That
Is it-
voice sounds older, but it's hard to tell the situation that you're in. You're hearing Elise feeding kind of like information about what to do. Let's just say you feel like you've heard that voice, except in a little bit more of a squeakier tone.
Hang on.
So what do you guys do?
I think I. Wait. I'm gonna step out.
What? Why?
It's
Go ahead and
heard-
drop all your weapons on the ground now. Make it easy on you.
squeakier.
How much have they... So, have they seen... Is it like when first person goes out, or how is it? Are they just shouting in?
It's
Like, what's the visual I'm looking at?
there is like a little bit of, like, looks like an think of it like an orb of light here or there, like a lantern here or there. That's
Squeakier.
kind of like showcasing the frontness and a little bit of the doorway on the inside. Some of you could have taken like a slight step back or whatever, since this is kind of like surprising. But again, it's kind of like up to you guys.
Well,
You don't know if, for an example, you don't know if they can see in the dark or not, but they have some light sources.
I'm just gonna like move Lucy and myself away a little bit. And let Aid go forward when he says that.
Is something wrong? We were.
Weapons on the ground now, unless you want this to get bloody.
We're not trying to get this bloody.
Then how about you listen to what I say? Weapons on the ground.
Uh, Take out the short sword and I set it on the ground, and the dagger. Let's just take it easy. You seem
Does anybody
Very
else do
familiar.
anything?
As Ace walking away, I'm gonna slap his butt a little bit and give him an enhanced ability charisma. If that's allowed. I was going to do it, but I don't want to interrupt.
I mean, it's up to you guys. So far, for what it sounds like, at least you said you two were stepping out or like stepping aside.
No, stepping back and to the side so
Okay.
they can't see us.
Okay, so it
That's what I
sounds
would
like
have done. I would have like moved her myself.
yeah. So
away.
it sounds like everybody, Garbu's invisible, so everybody's kind of like like think about it like you're just on the tip of the shadow from like right before the light that's barely shining in the doorway. As Aeth kind of steps out, and Aeth, you can hear it sounds like somebody who's walking over, and they're taking your hands and they're like putting these like kind of slightly heavy shackles on your hands.
There- What am I being arrested for?
You'll know soon enough. I know there's others. Get out.
It's just me.
I guess pass it out a trace.
You too. Go search.
And I move Lucy and me back into the corner.
So everybody, I'll roll Garbu's
Regular.
I should.
stealth check.
I mean, you can see if Garb wants to follow me or not. It's up to you if he wants to do that.
Well,
it
at
was
least
gonna
it's
be
a
higher.
plus 10, so it's an 18 for Garbu. He rolled an 8.
Oh.
That's a
29,
20.
28,
Can I use one of them to help him out a little bit?
22.
Hold on, let me get
22 for Garbu.
Lucy.
Get me a
out
Lucy.
here.
Put my hand over his mouth or something.
Hey!
You can't even see him.
Lucy with a 15, so 25
I
there.
have dark vision.
He's invisible.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, he's
I
invisible.
forgot he was still invisible.
So you kind of can't help him out, but he follows with you guys. With pass out a pass without a trace. Pass out a trace.
No trace.
You guys are able to kind of like shift a little bit into boxes. And
Moonbeam.
people walk in just get disintegrated.
Why did I do Moonbeam as well? Okay, whatever.
If come to find out he's a werewolf. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's like turns into something else.
Oh my god, light him on fire. So
Ah,
They-
bonfire!
they search the building and they're just like come back out after searching and it's like, yeah boss, we didn't see anything. They must have left before we got here. Alright,
Or there was it was just me.
let's oh yeah, go ahead and make, did you roll a deception?
You need to start talking in the plural version because you said we at some point.
You have advantage because I tapped the booty as you walked away.
Go ahead and roll a
No.
deception check with advantage since you got that.
Butt cheek.
Butt cheek.
Okay.
22.
Let's just see. That's pretty good. Okay. You can see or you can't, but
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
you got, the rest of you guys can hear. They're probably around here somewhere. Keep an eye out. The rest of you, let's take them in.
Listen, this seems very unnecessary.
And they like they start to put like, you can feel like a bag over your head, and they're just like, you're going to you're going to be answering some questions to Vethria while you're in her area. Let's go. And they start taking you away.
I guess I'll go willingly and just keep up the fuss of like, I don't know what I did.
Okay.
That kind of like,
As he is escorted away, you can hear a little bit of footprints, kind of like around the building, a little bit kind of fades, but it sounds like you guys have it. Garbu kind of like, I can go check. So he kind of like, oh, okay, I'll
Just
stay
wait.
here.
Just wait until they get tired of it.
Well, Ace gone forever now. We're gonna have to start recruiting another guy.
Well, we have Lucy already.
That's
So
true.
you guys wait a good bit.
guys wait.
It's getting loose. Like You guys waited for a bit. Lucy kind of just like went asleep on like some of the boxes. So what do you guys? What do you guys do?
She hasn't adjusted to staying awake long, but we'll figure that one out. Who the fuck is a veteran? Yeah, I know. I know no one knows. It's a rhetorical question. I know the answer. Let's go. Like this lasts for like the spell lasts for an hour. Let's go sneak our way out.
Okay.
Garby, you go first and check so they won't see you.
He. Ooh. Ooh. Actually.
But invisibility would have dropped if you did thingy.
Uh.
Who cast invisibility on Garbu?
It
Hey,
did.
I did.
I
Okay,
didn't
then-
do.
Then it
he-
would last
he-
as
It's
long as you
still up.
concentrate on it.
Yeah.
Unless someone
when,
slapped you silly.
when he was cuffed, the concentration broke.
Okay.
Oh
But-
shit.
Then I would drop
His-
an
his-
ability.
His thing is still normal. I'm going to leave it as that. It's kind of like around that same time because they didn't cuff you until like around that same time people were searching. So I'm going to ignore that part. Anyways, he's no longer invisible.
I guess you can make him invisible again. No,
Yep, I'll just.
or make yourself invisible so you will get advantage. And you go check.
I mean, I always have advantage on stealth.
Yeah, but then you're also invisible, so they can't see you, even if.
A good point.
Lucy's just like,
Hello, Lucy.
or no, never mind. Unless you wake her up.
No, I'm just gonna first let him check out.
Do I need to re-roll?
Nope.
Since I'm invisible now? Yeah, I was like,
Triple
I'm
So-
gonna go check.
You go
Is
out,
there-
check out. It seems after a decent bit, they've searched the area. There was probably like once or twice they might have like checked back in here, but so far there's no activity. This area seems to be dead.
We're good. You guys want to stay in there or like leave?
I just like poke Lucy. I'm like, Lucy, it's time to go.
Oh, I want to lay here some more.
Okay, Lucy's like, fine, picks her up, carries her, like.
Does Eighth have like a gambling problem or something? What was going on there?
I think probably the thing is that this is owned by some, I don't know, crime lord thingy, and they saw us enter this, and then they were like, oh, people have entered our shit, and then because 8 opened up, they were like, ha, take you because you're the person we see. Probably. So I just leave this area completely, and then we'll figure out what fucks up.
I just kind of was hoping he was a degenerate gambler so I could talk smack, but.
I
it's like a
mean, who
1-800
knows?
number. Yeah.
I mean, technically, we're the degenerate gamblers because we just gambled on this.
I
Apparently
lost
that-
very badly,
Um,
so you are correct.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, so technically, we're the degenerates.
So,
But let's
You-
we just go to the the non-warehouse part of town because I assume there's many warehouses and shit around.
yeah, you guys go to just kind of like one that's far from this side as possible. Probably like a little bit more closer to the like
We
The
move,
way-
we
the
move
way this hap-
stealthily.
yeah kind of like all the way to the south end of this town. If there's one close to like the outskirts of the town, but you guys find one pretty cheap. You know, about 5 copper. You can get
Yeah,
2 rooms, 3 rooms, depending on what you guys. Probably 2 since there's only 4 of you.
it's Clarence. What's 3, 4? Yeah, it's Clarence, Garbo, and me and Lucy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So-
there's 4. Huh.
So 1 silver piece
Not
covers
bad.
the rooms that you guys are able to stay in. You guys can talk amongst yourself, or at least amongst you two.
I look
Garbu's
at Clarence
just
like,
like,
what's the? Should we just like, go asking with the risk of us getting fucked? Or should we just see what's up?
Honestly, I don't know. I think that it was a weird circumstance. I mean, like, who are we gonna ask? Just random people? Be like, hey, do you know any mob bosses?
Yeah, that's why I said like it probably attract unwanted attention to us.
You
Yeah,
guys
let's,
were at least able to hear that a name
Yeah.
from it, so
Yeah, exactly. But I don't want to go ask any random fucking person this town that name.
Do we have any spells that Garbu has to locate stuff that we could use?
I mean, I have not today.
Oh, you have.
Like I would have, I have death and destruction and turning people into beasts.
let's see. Let me take a quick look.
No,
There
There we
is
go.
like a locate object.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, then you have to
Um,
do it on one of Aid's things.
I mean, we can always
saw
sleep
them.
and do it tomorrow so that I have my spells back.
There
Oh.
is a locate creature as well.
Yeah, but I
It's
don't think
definitely a
either. I
creature.
don't
Yeah,
think
but
either
he-
of us have prepared.
No, he doesn't have it prepared. But that's his only high level.
Mm.
So,
Hey, bud.
anyways,
Oh,
Or maybe he's dead to us now.
Yeah, we should probably at least put flyers up for another.
Should we do
Wow.
should we do
Wow.
like how do you call it? Have like interviews?
Yeah, like a table sit in, like a table read.
Yeah,
like they
yeah,
go-
yeah, like we
Wow.
sit there, we like
Yeah.
let them tell us their like their pros and cons, and then we
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of get a
Where,
feel.
where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, can
Oh.
you see yourself?
Listen, the
It's
last
like
guy
what-
couldn't.
Can
We
we-
just want to know.
Yeah,
And
we'll
what
get a
if-
deaf guy this time so they can at least see.
Yeah, like what is your tragic
We'll give you-
tragic backstory?
Were we
We'll give
getting
you
like
an
a
eye
government
test.
stipend for having like a
Goddamn.
disabled person?
You get
I
a
mean,
discount on taxes or
I mean,
whatever.
I mean,
I'm taking
we
your
will
eyes out
lose
of my
our,
government stipend. No.
like without
Cheers.
Aid there, we will not get able to skip to the front of the line in certain places, I suppose. So we
You
need
don't.
a
You don't get a
disrespect-
handicaps tag to put on your wagon
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah,
So
we
you
can't
gotta
fuck whack-
You gotta go park with the
Sucks to
rest.
be you guys.
Is Luro, when he said he was going to be back in a while, did he mean a few hours or a few months?
I mean, honestly, you don't know, but he made it sound like before the party left that he wanted to try to continue traveling with you guys.
Yeah.
Gardos gave
Technically, we would have already left.
Gardos kind of like gave him like, yeah, you can do what you see fit. So he's helping the family, you know, trying to make sure everything is kept away, right? And then probably maybe tomorrow, like in the morning or something, he might show back up.
Damn.
How about you just send Eighth a message being like, "Where you at, homie?" He's got trimmer
Okay.
sense. He'll at least have a general
It's
sense of
Garbu.
direction.
I mean, the guard's the only one who can do it.
Oh, I didn't. I thought you had. Oh, your earpiece don't work that way. Never mind.
No, it's only short range.
Yeah, I forgot.
Doo-doo-doo.
Okay.
Do I still have my cane, or did they take that away too?
They take that.
God, he's
They're
hurt.
just mean. Yeah, they're just cruel.
At least you're like drafting like interview questions.
Do do you talk to random things in your anyways?
Like, do you make deals with entities? If yes, fuck off.
I didn't even. Okay. That is bullshit. Didn't
what
even
would
make a
you
deal.
like for him to send?
I made a deal with Minnie as well. Technically random entity.
What do you want to ask?
It does
Fucking
just
God,
just
didn't make a
whatever.
deal. She saved my
Hey,
life.
this is Garbu. We're trying. No, I'm not gonna do it.
Where are you?
I mean,
Are okay?
if you
What's
want
going
to,
on?
if you want to know like about like a general location, Garber will kind of explain. It's like it goes in and out. Something about on a boat.
Oh my God! They put the blind dude on a boat.
The fuck?
At least like okay, okay. I made a sort of a rough draft. I guess I have to make a nice looking one.
Oh wow.
That was
But anyways,
am I?
we'll,
I see at least write the nicer version.
we will call it there. So this was nice. You guys did a lot of talking. This was great. So, yeah, we'll try to do this next time.
God, I'm trying to figure out who the person is. Familiar. Squeaky voice.
Yeah, you have a lot of problems. So, other than that, thank you everybody for joining
has a
us.
squeaky voice.
As
Just roll a
always,
new character already. Don't worry about it.
I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful night. We'll catch you later.
I don't want
Bye.
to hear from her. I don't want to hear from you.